30 years of hits. Oh.
Last puck.
Have all led up to this.
It really is a dream come true.
How incredible that moment was.
I feel so good to just finally win.
South Florida has a new crown jewel, joining other teams of glory. Now it's time to take this party back to the beach, as CBS Miami presents live coverage of the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions.
Good morning, and thank you for being with us. Right now, you are taking a live look at Fort Lauderdale Beach. A1A fans already getting ready to crowd the streets to wave hello to their favorite Panthers, the Stanley Cup champions, as they make their way down A1A in celebration of their big Stanley Cup victory. The rain is coming down. We are feeling it here right now, but that is not fans from having a good time. Thanks so much for being with us. I'm Lauren Pastrana.
And I'm Jim Barry, and you're absolutely right, Lauren. These fans have waited way too long to let a little rain on their parade, because this is going to be a grand celebration, South Florida style, as the Panthers cap a week of intense partying by celebrating their Stanley Cup championship with their fans. And they're doing it, as I mentioned, in South Florida style here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And what a day it promises to be.
Yeah, we right now are at Bows Beach, right in the middle of all the action. They just lowered these screens here to raining. We are feeling the sprinkles right now, but that didn't stop the fans from going all out. I was still hearing those Let's Go Panthers chants even as the rain was coming down. Everyone's still very excited, and as far as we know, rain or shine, barring any dangerous weather like lightning, this show is going to go on.
That's right, and this parade is supposed to begin around 11 a.m. about a mile north of where we are on Riomar Street, and gradually here on Fort Lauderdale Beach, ending up at the stage where we're going to see and hear from your favorite Florida Panthers, Matthew Tkachuk and Sam Reinhart, and of course the head coach Paul Maurice.
Really looking forward to that. We've got crews fanned out all up and down that parade route. We can't wait to hear from all of them, but of course we got to go to where it's all going to start. Again, Riomar Street and A1A. Larry Seward has been there all morning long getting the vibe from the fans. Let's check in. Now, Larry, it obviously started raining. We could see the raindrops there on your screen, but you are decked out, and the fans do not care about this rain, right?
What rain? You know what, rain or shine, we still have Panther drip in Fort Lauderdale Beach. In the rain, umbrella or not, no umbrella, but we're good, right?
Oh, totally working.
All right, so what are you thinking right now?
I don't even care if it's rain. I love the Panthers.
You heard her. We love the Panthers. Listen, this is the start of the parade route. We've got buses that just pulled up a short time ago. I think you can hear in the distance some music. I'm going to walk you that direction, but I want to show you what some Panther fans are doing at this moment because of the downpour. Take a look at the market. They're crowded on the stairs, trying to stay dry. We still, let's go Panthers! It doesn't take much to get them riled up here, but I want to walk you around the side. This is Riomar Street. That was A1A where we were. I think you can hear the drums a little bit. There are bagpipes, first responders, their mass band. They are going to lead this parade. They are there on the side. They're trying to protect their instruments. And so they're under the awning, but they're going to lead the parade, these folks. First responders from Fort Lauderdale, Springs, we were going to talk to them, but it's a little hard to get to them at this point. But listen, a lot of excitement along the route here. Plenty of fans. Again, where we were standing is where those buses are, and that's where the parade will roll out. But if you look to your right, that is where the crowd is the thickest. I mean, they're from the curb back almost all the way back to the wall of the hotel. That is the W Hotel that you're looking at right there. You can see this guy is prepared. He's got his poncho. Jamaica, you got your poncho, you're ready for the parade?
I'm ready for the parade.
All right, what are you looking forward to most?
Money and all that coming in the here.
Sound like a businessman from Fort Lauderdale.
Yes,
Lots of families along here as well. I want to walk you over to this side of the parade route where they will probably get a little bit of a better view than where we were earlier. You can see, look at this. Folks all huddled under one umbrella. Tell me, how many Panther fans can fit under this umbrella?
We're trying to get them all.
All right, let me squeeze in here. you guys from?
West Palm.
West Palm? A little bit of drive this morning, right?
Yeah, a little drive. Not too bad.
What time did you leave?
We woke up at 6:30 to get here, and we left at 7.
Okay, so it wouldn't surprise you that we met folks who got here at 4:30 this morning. What did you...
Meeting those guys, where are they at?
They're actually direct. What about you?
Being dry at some point.
Well, I'm hoping to get dry as well. Hopefully these rain showers move off, but it really, really doesn't matter. These folks are going to be cheering all morning, all afternoon, well into the evening. Let's send it back to you down on the beach.
All right, Larry, one of the great things we just heard, and one of the great things about this team is that the fans really come from everywhere. We have fans from Miami, Broward County, West Palm Beach. Earlier today, people from Naples, that guy from Jamaica. This victory really bringing people from all over Florida and the country together.
That. In fact, I was down roaming around earlier, and I talked to a young man who is from an hour and a half south of Chicago.
Wow.
Never been to a Panther game. Got a Panthers jersey when he was a kid. That's what made him a fan. And now we see a live shot of the Elbow Room. That's, of course, one of the Panthers' favorite hangout spots. Matthew Tkachuk and some of his teammates went there with the Stanley Cup right after they won. And so that has been like Party Central. And I think it's been packed like that pretty much since the day that the Panthers won the Cup last Monday.
Yeah, it was going to be packed either way, but I'm sure the people who are there are glad that they're under some sort of shelter right now, whether they're on the balcony or on the inside because of this rain. It's starting to feel a little on and off, but you could see there the water on the lens, clearly still raining. Let's turn things over now to next weather meteorologist Casey Sherman for a look at where this storm is or where this weather pattern is over us. Is it moving over Fort Lauderdale? Are we going to see clear skies eventually, Casey?
You know, we could be kind of socked in with the rain at least. So, yes, we knew it was a possibility today to see some showers and storms, the big area of low pressure that's up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. And this is what they're dealing with. The parade route highlighted in pink here looks like a flood advisory was just issued across the area. We've got rain coming down with some heavier pockets here. Thankfully, we haven't had much lightning. It's just been regular old rain, though we have been seeing and tracking some lightning just to the south and also west of that area. Notice the motion here. The shower is pretty slow moving. It continues to slowly try to work its way southward, but notice we still have some additional rain filling in behind it. So it does look like as we get closer to the start of the parade, they're going to be dealing with some wet conditions. Again, at this point in time, all you can ask for is at least no lightning. There is that flood. Thankfully, it's not over that area, being highlighted in blue here out just off to the south and west of that, out across parts of Davie. But certainly the rain, it is ongoing. We're likely to see this here as we head through the next few hours. We'll continue with that chance for showers and even the potential of seeing some storms through the day today, even as we head towards about noon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. It will remain a possibility through this afternoon. So for those that are out of the parade, of course, it's good to see that they're making lemonade out of lemons there, but they'll want the rain gear handy kind of all day long.
Well, thank you, Kate. Of course, that's what we do in South Florida, and we just deal with it and roll with the punches. And, of course, we know what it's like here in South Florida. This is the rainy season, and you see our chief meteorologist and hurricane specialist, Ivan Pereira, out there. He's prepared because he's got his rain gear.
Warned us.
So he knew. But, Ivan, luckily, we have heard a few claps of thunder, but it doesn't seem as though this weather's going to be dangerous.
No, it's... Yeah, we talked about this. It's not going to ruin the parade. It's rain or shine. Everybody here's in a good mood. Moda's right next to a Weston here. The parade gets going at 11 no matter what. And it's not going to stay steady the whole time, so we'll be able to figure this out. Check out the folks on the other side by the beach. Wow. Umbrellas, rain gear, ponchos, a nice beverage, and you're good to go. See? And Casey already gave me the forecast, so all you needed from me is to see me wet since it's raining. And now you've done that, so we'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Ivan, thank you. What other place do you see a parade and you see people in bikinis in the rain? This is so South Florida, no doubt. Ivan, thank you. Again, you warned us all all week long that we were going to be dealing with the rain for this parade. Hopefully, of course, the lightning stays away.
Right.
But otherwise, the show's going to go on. These cats can work in any conditions, right? Raining cats and dogs doesn't matter.
No, absolutely. And I have to say, this is the 8th Pro Sports Championship here in South Florida, and I think this might be the happiest that I've seen because there's such joy. You can see it in the Panthers' faces. Matthew Tkachuk has really been out there with the fans, taking the Stanley Cup everywhere, and there's been champagne and beer and pasta in the Stanley Cup, and the fans have really been made to feel a part of this celebration.
That's what makes, I feel like, the Stanley Cup so special and different from the other trophies and the other championship wins. The fact that it is meant to go out into the community with the fans. We've covered, Heat parades, Marlins parades. I can't remember ever touching any of those trophies.
No.
But the Stanley Cup, was brought to the station at one point. It was been all over South Florida these last couple of days, so I think that's really what makes it so special. And it's only fitting right now that the voice of the Panthers will be the master of ceremonies for today's festivities. Of course, we are very lucky that he's also part of the CBS News Miami family. Let's turn things over now to Steve Goldstein. Goldie, hopefully you've got some intel for us. Are things going to get started without a hitch, or are we going to be delayed here?
Well, Lauren, Jim, we should have no problems as long as there's no, bad lightning or anything like that, because as you said, it's South Florida. It's late June, tomorrow's July, so what do you get? You get pouring rain. I got to tell you, nobody cares. They're enthusiastic as they were, and since they're out there in the rain, I did not listen to our next weather team. I apologize. I got no umbrella. I got no poncho. No problem. No problem. I'm right out here with all these folks. What's up, boys and girls? Here we go. This is how we do it, South Florida style. Rain or shine, it's parade time. The Panthers are champs. It's never happened before. The first in 30 years. What more could you want? Liquid sunshine here in South Florida today.
Goldie, a man of the people. You're famous for saying, let's go home, baby. Nobody wants to go home yet. We want to stay for a few more hours and enjoy this parade.
Absolutely. And, I think maybe this rain might be a bit of a blessing in disguise because yeah, that's right. It's been scorching hot in the days leading up to this, so we're getting cooled off a little bit, and we got a little bit of a beach breeze here, so maybe that's a good thing considering the size of the crowd. Yeah,
we were concerned that obviously with the heat it could cause some dangerous conditions for people, but the water came to them. They didn't need to bring their own water. Look at that. Fans do not care at all. They are ready for a great time. Of course, we're going to cover every moment of it for you. We are going to take a quick break here, but don't worry, you're not going to miss a thing.
Stay with us as we continue the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions live from Bows Beach in Fort Lauderdale. We'll be right back.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
Right now during the Jeep 4th of July sales event, finance and get $4,000 total cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited models. See your local Jeep dealer today.
This is CBS Health Watch.
Life after cancer treatment can be challenging. Survivorship programs can help in transitioning back to a healthy, active life. Survivorship care addresses side effects from cancer treatment and incorporates healthy lifestyle habits to reduce cancer recurrence. A customized care plan and support services ensure recovery and future wellness.
CBS Health Watch is sponsored by Miami Cancer Institute.
Unique style, cutting-edge innovation, and thoughtful details. Inspired by you. From the brand that delivers amazing ownership experiences. This is the first ever all-electric RZ. This is Lexus. Electrified.
Get special offers on select Lexus RZ models.
Dave's company just scored the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
High five! High five!
I'm gonna call.
It's 5 years of reliable gig speed internet. 5 years of advanced security. 5 years of a great rate that won't change. Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time.
5 years?
5 years. Introducing the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee. Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
Right now during the Jeep 4th of July sales event, finance and get $4,000 total cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited models. See your local Jeep dealer today.
And welcome back to the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions. I'm Jim Berry along with Lauren Pastrana, and we are live at Bows Beach on Fort Lauderdale Beach. A little soggy out here this morning, but that's okay because the parade is still going to begin, and these fans who have come out some of the morning will get a chance to see their favorite Florida Panthers Stanley Cup championship with them. It's going to be a wonderful moment.
It sure is. Some of those live pictures we were just showing you, you saw that flag, rep the shield. That's exactly what the Panthers fans are doing out here today. Doesn't matter if that flag is all wet at this point. They plan to fly it high and with lots of pride. Let's go now to where the parade is going to get started, about a mile north of us at Rio Mar Street and A1A. Let's turn things over to Trish Christakis with a look at how the fans are getting ready to celebrate. Trish?
Well, apparently it's raining. Everyone keeps talking about it, but you can't really tell over here because everyone is so excited. Take a look over here, you guys. The parade. These people have been here for hours. There is not a, well, everyone is extremely wet, but everyone is so happy over here. Now, you guys know my favorite thing to do is to make friends, and I made friends with the correct people today. They brought a beach umbrella as their umbrella. I'm here with David, Dave, and Steve. Lifelong Panthers fans, my guys, this is the day you've been waiting for, and it's pouring rain. It's about as South Florida as it gets.
Yes. Oh, it would take at least a Cat 3 for us to get off this spot. We've been waiting 30 years. This is it. Rain or shine. Let's go, Panthers. Woo!
Yeah. Now, some of these people have been out here since like 4 in the morning. You guys rolled in at 8, though, and got the prime spot.
We did. We lucked out. Yeah. Just rolled right up. There was a little bit of space here, and
the trick is to park very far, walk, and then plant right at the start of the parade when nobody's looking.
What are you guys looking forward to most? I mean, you're going to see everyone driving by. We can see the buses behind us kind of getting started. Who are you excited to see? What's the atmosphere? Barkov, okay?
Barkov, Tkachuk, everybody. The Cup, the team, the whole team. Team effort. We want to see the Cup. We want to see the Cup in person.
Tkachuk for sure, but seeing the Cup is just coming right down here. There's palm trees, ocean. You can't beat it. Amazing. Can't wait for it. So long. It's finally here. It's a dream. It's awesome. It's so awesome.
Little rain's not going to stop this party. We're ready.
Clearly. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Well, as you guys can see, nobody's upset that it's raining over here. I'm not upset. I think it's stopping right now. Probably because it's during our live shot. Well, no, there's a little bit of rain. That's okay. But as you can see behind me, everyone is starting to line up right now. The parade is starting at 11. We are inching closer to that start time. We will be walking the parade along the entire time. So fear not. I got you covered. We're going to get all the goods for you guys, rain or shine. Like that fan just said, a Cat 3 wouldn't kick them out. I love the enthusiasm. I love it. Anyways, back to you guys out there.
All right, Trish, thanks so much. I love what those guys said. They've been waiting their entire lives for this practically. So many of us who grew up here in South Florida feel like we've grown up with this team. It's been around for 31 years. I'm a little bit older than that, but still, you know, I feel like this is a team that I have witnessed from, you know, infancy to adulthood, and now they've sort of reached that peak, and it's so special to experience that with them. That 96 run was so exciting, and Jim, I told you, my dad's not a big sports guy, but back in 96, he kind of got into hockey because this team really brought that out of him, so it means a little something extra special to me that this team was able to pull off this win.
And I think a lot of people feel that way, and I think you've really come to appreciate how many people, just like yourself, have grown up with this hockey team, and it really is South Florida's team. And you can really tell also, listen, in a town where we have the Miami Dolphins, the Miami Heat, and although this team has fans everywhere, you can really feel that this is Broward's team.
Yeah.
And it plays in Sunrise. The party is here in Fort Lauderdale Beach. And so this is something that is definitely Broward-centric. Let's go live now to Naja Sherman. She is live at Beach Place. The music is starting to crank up here, Naja. What's the vibe like where you are?
Hey, a little bit of rain is not slowing down this party. Panthers fans, how you feeling? And I have to tell you, this DJ, his name is DJ 300, and he is fire.
great. Okay, property manager is here now. This has to feel so good to see this place so crowded and people so enthusiastic and just having a great time.
Yeah, we're just super thrilled to be having this party here for the Panthers. I mean, everybody is just having a great day. Not to be deterred by the rain. The Fort Lauderdale crowd is resilient, just like the Panthers are. They brought home the cup. Everybody here is here to celebrate that, and we're just really thrilled to be a part of it.
Pure joy here. All right. Okay, I'm going to leave you a little bit more from this DJ. Take us back to the team.
All right.
We love it. Live music just for CBS News Miami. They look like they're having a great time over there at Fort Lauderdale Beach Place. I say Naja got a great spot to enjoy this. The fans are pumped and electric in there. She's avoiding the elements for right now, but look at these people outside. They do not care about the rain. They've got their umbrellas, and they're excited to see their favorite Panthers any minute now.
There's no elbow room in the elbow room.
No.
That's what I've been saying all week long. We're going to take a break here, but don't worry, you're not going to miss a thing, as we'll be right back with the Panthers Parade of Champions.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
One of South Florida's biggest summer events is back. It's Volkswagen Summerfest, and your chance to save big on your favorite German-engineered VW models. Right now, lease a new Volkswagen for under $200 a month, just $199 for a limited time, or choose 0% financing for 60 months. That's 0% financing for 5 years, all with complimentary maintenance included. Get the party started with a new Volkswagen during Summerfest. Shop VWFlorida.com.
Take a journey to our Caribbean paradise at Toyota of Hollywood. Get in the groove with great deals on over 2,000 Toyotas, like a Corolla, not 24,000, just $17,975. You'll be cruising and chilling with super low 2.99% financing. Feel the rhythms of the Caribbean today at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
The Florida Panthers have brought the Stanley Cup to South Florida.
There are a lot of hockey fans very excited right now.
This is history!
Whoa, we got fireworks too.
There's definitely rats on the ice. Moments like this, it brings the community together.
It really does.
This is the most Miami thing I've ever seen.
I just had a feeling that we were going to win it.
You've had an amazing week getting all of the fans involved. I can't even describe how amazing their support is.
Fine. Yeah. Yeah.
No, Lisa?
No, Lisa.
Okay. All right, welcome back to the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions, our live coverage right here on CBS News Miami. Right now you're looking at a picture that really shows the scene, what we are dealing with, what the fans are dealing with right now. You can see that rain coming off of that awning, but those on the beach side of A1A saying, nuh-uh, we got here way too early to claim our spot. We are not moving at all. They're, of course, hoping that the rain moves out and that they'll be able to enjoy the parade, but it doesn't look like they mind at this point.
No, they don't. These are very resilient fans, and they've waited 31 years for this moment. So certainly they're not going to be deterred by that. And, of course, the Panthers, I'm thinking back to the early 1990s when I called Wayne Huizing on the phone. He had just got the Dolphins, and he had just also really made certain that this was going to be a pro sports team, pro sports town with the Miami Marlins, the Florida Marlins. And then I said, Wayne, what are you doing? He said, I'm on the way to buy a hockey team. I said, you got to be kidding me. But that's exactly what he did.
Wow, and it has such a storied history these last 30 years. It's made a few runs to the Cup, finally was able to clinch it, making this year extra special for the Cats.
Yeah, let's take a look back and see how the Panthers came to be.
In 1992, Wayne Huizing capped off his spending spree on sports franchises by buying his way into the NHL. He was already part owner of the Dolphins and had just become owner of Major League Baseball's Florida Marlins, who, like the Panthers, were an expansion team. The Florida Panthers hit the ice in 1993, sharing the old Miami Arena with the Miami Heat. No one really knew if hockey would be a hit in this tropical town, but 3 years later, the Panthers had developed a following. On opening night a few years later, an odd tradition was born when Panther defenseman Scott Mellenby whacked a rat that was running loose in the team's locker room.
He went onto the ice, ended up scoring 2 goals into the game. Our goaltender after the game, John Van Beesbrook, coined it a rat trick.
That season saw the Panthers ride a wave of hockey magic all the way to the Stanley Cup final. And the more they won, the more fans threw plastic rats onto the ice. The Cats got swept in the 1996 final by Colorado, and after that, the road got bumpy. Huizenga thought of selling the team, which he said was losing money. But in 1998, the Panthers left Miami, moving 30 miles north to Sunrise and into a larger, brand-new home of their own. The building was great, but the team was not, and neither was attendance.
Had maybe 5,000 people in the stands some games. To see a turnaround like this, it's unbelievable.
In 2013, New York businessman Vinnie Viola bought the Panthers for $250 million. He debuted a new logo and promised the franchise would have a new attitude.
I want us to be a team that is completely committed to winning the right way for the community that it represents.
The team's new connection with fans was never more apparent than when Hall of Fame goalie Roberto Luongo spoke from the heart in the dark days after the tragedy in Parkland.
No child should ever have to go through that. It's terrible. It's time for us as a community to take action. It's enough. Enough is enough. We got to take action.
On the ice, the vision for the Panthers would be shaped by general manager Bill Zito. He went big, hiring high-profile coach Joel Quenneville before turning to veteran Paul Maurice 2 years ago. Zito's wheeling and dealing for top talent to build around players like Alexander Barkov began to pay off. And suddenly, the Panthers were exciting.
Lundell in front, the shot, score! Tkachuk, ka-ching! Matthew Tkachuk from Lundell, and the Panthers strike first.
The Cats again reached the Stanley Cup final in 2023, but their high-octane style fizzled against Las Vegas. After losing in 5 games, the Panthers became a team on a mission to get back to the final. And they did so with less finesse and more toughness.
Here's Barkov. He scores!
After a seesaw final in which the Panthers won 3 in a row before dropping 3 straight, the Cats finally prevailed 2-1 in a winner-take-all Game 7.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup!
The hope for the franchise and the dreams of a lifetime had finally come true.
You'll never be able to describe to anybody how crazy when the buzzer goes to when you hoist that cup. It's the most amazing feeling in the world.
Time now for another quick break, but don't worry, you are not going to miss a moment of the action.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
This is what you came here for. Everybody wants some, then they want more. This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for.
For select eligible owners, lease the Genesis G70 for $329 per month, exclusively at your South Florida Genesis retailers.
Current owners and lessees of an eligible competitive luxury brand vehicle get this low mileage lease on this 2024 Cadillac Lyriq Tech for around $399 per month.
Drownings are the #1 cause of death among toddlers. There are 1,800 non-fatal drownings every year in the United States, with Florida leading the nation. So the 3 things that I would recommend to all parents: first of all, to make sure your kids know how to swim, swim instruction. Secondly, to install proper barriers so that kids can't gain access to the pool. And number 3, designate a water watcher, somebody who's supervising the children.
Find more safety tips at jdch.com/safety.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000 or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
It is time for the Florida Panthers to celebrate their Stanley Cup championship with their fans in an official way. Welcome to the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions. We are coming to you live from Fort Lauderdale Beach. It's a bit soggy out here, but the Florida Panther fans certainly don't care as they are ready for the parade to start. We see the buses getting ready to roll out, and the Panthers are ready to celebrate and show off the Stanley Cup once more with their fans.
Yeah, over these last couple of weeks, people all over the country have been like, wait, there's ice in South Florida? What do you mean you guys play hockey? Well, there's ice. We know a thing or two about rain, but that doesn't stop us from celebrating. And these Panthers fans say they have waited way too long for this moment. They were not going to stop this parade unless, you know, there was lightning or something that made it dangerous. But we can put up with a little bit of rain. These fans have been gathering here since about 4 o'clock this morning. They wanted to beat the traffic. Some wanted to get a great spot right along A1A and those barricades so they could be very close to the buses. But others have been camped out at the end of the parade where the big rally is going to take place. But Larry Seward is at the very start of the parade at Real Mars Street and A1A where people are waiting for the parade to get started. Larry, I'm sure the atmosphere is just buzzing right now.
It is crazy right now. Listen, look at all of these fans standing here. You guys have been getting rained on, but you're still smiling.
Hey, doing good.
You've been a great dad here. He's been a human umbrella for his kid. Behind us, I want to give you a shot. We've got the motorcade going by. What do you think?
It's cool.
Great description. It's cool. Come with me. I want to show you. You can see the first of the vehicles that are part of this procession are on our side of the street. You can see the Florida State Troopers there on their motorcycles. Those are as we speak on the far side. That is a mass band of first responders, pipes and drums. They've been riling up the crowd before the parade got started. They're in formation, ready to move as we speak. But look how thick this crowd is, even in the rain. Most of them do not have umbrellas, do not have rain jackets, do not have ponchos, but they are at least 10 deep along the sidewalk behind the barricades here. A lot of folks came from out of town. Some left as early as 4 this morning. You guys didn't leave at 4. But you guys left pretty early to get here. What's the feeling as you watch the beginning of this?
It's awesome, man. It's a surreal feeling. Been waiting my whole life for this, so happy to be here even with the rain.
What's been the best part so far besides the bonding in the rain?
We drank out of the cup, so that was the coolest thing.
The cup, baby. Which cup?
The Stanley Cup.
Okay, I'm making sure we're not talking about a plastic cup here. We're talking about the actual Stanley Cup. Yeah. We saw somebody here with champagne earlier, and he was pouring it in the mouths of fans. What are you most looking forward to?
I'm sorry?
What are you most looking forward to?
Who?
Both.
Oh.
Who or what?
Everyone, everything.
A repeat.
The whole thing, everything. Let's keep going, baby.
I met a fan here who's hoping to get an autograph. For you, dream scenario is?
I'm just here for the views.
There's plenty to view here. I want to show you. We're outside the Hilton Fort Lauderdale. If we can pan up, you can see people there that are outside the restaurant on the balconies holding up Go Cat sign. They have a giant banner there. If we pan to our right, you can see more of the motorcade. There are buses that are pulling up right now. I can't tell you who's on said bus, but I see someone in the front windshield. She's waving her arms, pulling her Panthers red T-shirt with the Stanley Cup on front, sunglasses on. She can wear sunglasses inside the bus, I guess. But, you know, plenty of people here thoroughly excited, anxious to see members of the Panthers organization, especially the players that brought the cup to South Florida. We'll send it back to you.
All right, Larry, thank you so much. And so the fans now are getting to see the official start of this parade. And those fans who are lucky enough to be in a place that's covered away and out of the elements are partying inside. Meantime, on the outside, the parade is set to officially begin.
Yeah, And these bagpipers are looking ready. I love the kilt with the hockey jerseys. They are really getting into the spirit. I'm sure we're going to see some drummers as well. You know, banging that drum has become so symbolic for the Florida Panthers. So can't wait for all of that. But before we get to that fun, we of course want to check on the weather with next weather meteorologist Casey Sherman. Casey, how's it looking right now?
Ooh, you know, not the best out there. I mean, as you can see from all those live shots, the rain, it is steady. It's coming down. There's that old saying, don't let it rain on your parade. And it looks like Florida is doing exactly that. But I'm glad to see spirits are still high. And a lot of people, hey, they've got the umbrellas, they've got the rain gear, the ponchos. Rain, it's steady. This is the parade route in pink here, the line. You can see rainfall rates between about 1 inch to 2 inches per hour. And what we're also beginning to see is a bit of lightning developing. You can see all those lightning strikes here within about the past 10 to 15 minutes developing out towards and just to the north and also west of that parade route. So that's one of the things we're going to be watching closely as the storm continues to slowly work its way across the area. It's a slow moving storm. Unfortunately for those parade goers, they're going to be socked in with the rain here. What will likely be for at least another hour. You can see as this storm continues to try to work its way southward, we're seeing back building behind it with more rain developing just north of it. So some very soggy conditions out at that parade route today in Fort Lauderdale. We will continue to deal with this ongoing chance for showers and storms really through the afternoon. We knew this was a possibility today thanks to a large area of low pressure that's in the upper levels of the atmosphere driving in these showers and storms. So a rain tracker keeping things wet as we head through 1, 2, even 3 o'clock. They'll need that rain gear kind of all day long with them. Could see some breaks at times as we progress into the next about couple hours or so, but overall keeping things soggy with temperatures in the upper 80s.
All right, Casey, thank you. Slow-moving storms, hopefully not a slow-moving parade because I'm sure they want to get down to the end of it to celebrate and they want to stay as dry as possible. We've seen some of those buses arrive. I'm so curious to know, are the players going to step out, walk down the parade route in this rain? We will see. Can't wait to find out.
Yeah, I'm eager to see exactly what they're going to do. And unfortunately, this is just what we deal with here in South Florida. We are dealing with the rain of champions, R-A-I-N. It's raining on the rain of champions, R-E-G-I-N. Yeah. But that's all right. We're going to be dealing with it anyway. And, of course, fans, rain or shine, are happy to see the Florida Panthers. And for that, let's go more now to Trish Christakis. She's standing by at the start of the parade route. Trish is ready. She's got her umbrella. Yeah. And let's see if some of the fans are also huddling with Trish under that umbrella. In fact, they are. Look at that.
There you go.
They are. I've made a friend. We have the bagpipes here. We are just seconds away. I've got Tom with me. Tom, you don't have an umbrella, but you have a hat.
No, hey, this is, Panthers wouldn't have it any other way. This is amazing.
Give us a little, give us some music.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's horrible.
It sounded great to me.
It's all good. It's all good.
What does it mean to you to be able to start the parade for the Panthers? We're just like minutes away from starting this.
I am 55 years old. I grew up in Boston. I moved to Florida when Boston started winning all of their championships. This is the first time I'm in a parade, available to go to a parade. Let's go, Panthers!
Well, we have our Larry Seward, who's actually across the street from me, surrounded by more fans. Larry, is it drier on that side of the street?
It is anything but you can see the buses are here. How we feeling, Panther? They are pumped up. Listen, they're throwing these beach balls. Look here. We've got beach balls that they're throwing down here to the fans along the route. These are people that are lined up actually before the route is supposed to start. You're looking at the bullpen, and look at these people. Thrilled with their Panthers. They have a pretty good vantage point, at least at this point. Let's go, Panthers! Very, very good spirit out here. People with fans that were given away by one of the hospitals to keep people cool are now being used as umbrella devices. We've got one of the players here. Fans are chanting his name. The goalie. You can see him there thanking the fans for the cheers. He's got a flag draped over his shoulders. He's pouring beer into the mouth. Fans here, one of the players. Let me ask you, how's that taste? How's that taste?
victory, man.
It tastes like
I love you.
Where'd you come from?
What?
Where are you from?
Orlando. I'm originally from Montreal.
What is this moment like to be out here with these fans, to see the players on championship parade float?
I mean, it's the best, you know, like, who cares about the rain? This is the best thing, you know, like, I drove here for 4 hours, and it feels good. It feels good.
Best beer you've tasted?
I mean, I didn't taste much, but it was the best one, yeah.
That's what it's like to catch beer from one of the Florida Panthers from atop the bus here. This atmosphere is crazy. If we can show behind you, there are people with their phones out. If we can look here with their phones in one hand, beverages in another. They're chanting for the players to throw things to them. They're throwing hats at the goalie Bobrovsky there. This is just a crazy environment. The players threw some of those beach balls, you can see, to some of the fans here. They're having a blast with this, even in a torrential downpour. This is a madhouse. I'll send it back to you.
All right, Larry Seward, thanks so much. And as you can see, the double-decker open-top buses have arrived. The Florida Panthers out here in style. They don't care that a couple of the players, and we will tell you it's going to be hard to be able to see them because of the video with the water on the lens. A little hard to make out each of their individual faces right now, but we're going to get as close as we can to all the action. But I saw one of the players there pouring beer down onto the side of the bus, and the fans just waiting for it. They are so hungry to be able to celebrate with this team, and it doesn't, look at them, watch them. They're having the time of their lives out there this morning. Not just the players, but of course their fans and friends and their family on. That's Ryan Lomberg celebrating right now with his close family and friends who got able to hop on the bus as well.
And this really exemplifies what this Panther team is all about, Lauren. From the moment that they clinched that championship, they have shared this joy with the fans, and that's why it really feels so special. And these fans are there as we look at some of these players. Sergei Bobrovsky, of course, he was brilliant throughout the playoffs. The goalie who I think punched his ticket to the Hockey Hall of Fame with his performance. And the fans now crowding around these double-decker buses that are inching very slowly here in the rain.
And the thunder, because we're unfortunately hearing some roars of thunder right now.
Absolutely, but the fans, listen, are undeterred by any of that.
Yeah, they certainly don't mind at all, and they are just eating this up. They have been waiting for this moment to be able to see their Stanley Cup champions as this parade begins. Again, this is at Rio Mar Street and A1A, about a mile north of where we are. I saw a fan just throw something up to the bus. So not just the players throwing things out to the fans, someone's throwing things up to the bus as well. I can't wait to see all of these players be able to celebrate this moment, and we're going to get a good shot of them. Even if you can't see them on the bus, we're going to be able to see them on the stage in just a little while. We really can't wait to be able to celebrate with his team.
Yeah, let's bring in the voice of the Panthers, Steve Goldstein. And Steve, we're looking at these players and how they're celebrating, many of them shirtless, showing off their physique and their muscle, and certainly they've got plenty to celebrate, and it's been like this really all week with these guys. I wonder when they've got any sleep.
Well, I can tell you for a fact a few of those guys got very little sleep a week, as you've said. Just an incredible atmosphere. Now, that's the north part of A1A where the players are just getting started. I'm all the way down here by the stage where it's going to get wild. These people are going absolutely wild. I mean, I can't even hear myself, but you know, it makes sense because it's hockey weather. This is the way hockey fans do it. So it is wild out here on the beach. This team deserves it. What else could you do? It is a party like we've never seen before in South Florida. Incredible.
I love to see everyone's enthusiasm, even the little one there being carried by a loved one there. They did not want to miss a moment of this action. They didn't care about the rain. Let's look again at the smaller screen there so you could see these players. You can see how enthusiastic and how excited they are. Some of them shirtless. They do not mind. Ryan Lomberg continuing the celebration. He's been one of the more animated ones we've seen. Sergei Bobrovsky there. Kind of hard to make out some of their faces. We're so used to seeing them, you know, fully geared, fully padded up, you know, with the mouth guards and all that stuff. Exactly. And the beards are gone. So this is a whole new look for for this Panthers team, but I think they're enjoying it.
Yeah, they certainly are. And, you know, it's really special to see. Look at him just beating on the side of the double-decker bus there as the buses are slowly inching their way south on A1A. This parade ride is only about a mile long, Lauren, but they're in no hurry at all as they are enjoying this moment before they get to the stage.
It looks like they're getting ready to get started. They haven't started moving yet, so we want to take a quick break, and we're going to make sure that you don't miss a moment of the action. You'll be able to see it on the bottom of your screen, but we'll be right back with the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS News Miami.
Don't worry. I got this.
Sweetie, how are you going to cover it?
Simple. Amscot.
Yeah, Amscot.
With cash advances from $50 to $1,000 and no credit check. Get started at amscot.com.
You're way shorter than I thought you'd be. There's a shirtless selfie of me by the dumbbells. Here I am. I do air drumming. I'm a competitive air drummer.
Oh, wow.
By the way, I forgot my wallet at home, so sugar mama.
Will you excuse me?
The Hyundai Tucson with advanced tech and safety features. There's joy in every journey. Get a Tucson with 2.99% APR for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash, or lease for $219 a month. See your South Florida Hyundai dealer.
It's the 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealers. Now's the perfect time to get out and enjoy summer in a new built Ford Tough truck or adventure-ready SUV. Hurry in and lease a 2024 Ford Bronco Big Bend for just $393 a month. Plus, military, all veterans, and first responders get an extra $1,000 exclusive cash. It's the 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealers.
Happy 4th of July, South Florida.
Sometimes, even a small financial strain can feel unnerving. Let Amscot put you back on solid ground.
With cash advances from $50 to $1,000 and no credit check. Many branches open 24/7.
Get started at amscot.com.
Welcome back to the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami. I'm Lauren Pastrana, joined by Jim Barry. You're taking a live look right now at a very wet and soggy Fort Lauderdale Beach, but the fans came out in droves anyway. This is actually a spot where it doesn't look that crowded. I assure you there are other spots all up and down A1A that are just, you know, shoulder-to-shoulder people. There are some spots where you can't get through at all, and I was curious to know how this would all shape out. This is a much narrower path than, you know, other parades we've seen along Biscayne Boulevard, but that didn't stop the fans from coming out here and getting nice and cozy with each other to have a great day.
That's absolutely right. Many people, as you see, are prepared. They did come with their rain gear, their umbrellas, so they know what it is in South Florida during the rainy season, but they're here. And as you see in the elbow room, folks are literally elbow to elbow as the Panthers parade is going to start fairly soon. And I want to go back to Steve Goldstein, certainly an integral part of the Florida Panthers, calling their games for so many years. And Steve, if you're there, I want to really to you about how this team really took shape under Bill Zito and how he really became the architect of this championship team, because it took a few years for the Panthers to become not just a great team, but a championship team.
Yeah, it did, Jim. You know, it was a long climb, but you know, some of the pieces were in place. Bill Zito will be telling you this. You know, Barkov, Ekblad, Bobrovsky were here. But my answer to Bill Zito on that would be, well, no one else, everybody else Bill Zito went out and got. And, Jim, what he did is he identified players like Sam Reinhart. These guys were high draft picks. For whatever reason, it wasn't working out with their teams, Buffalo or Calgary. And he swooped in, he picks these guys up and puts them into this Panther system. And it's an amazing job by the scouting department. It also, Jim, kind of throws a monkey those general managers in sports that say, hey, you got to be patient, you got to build through the draft, because Bill Zito went out and acquired most of this roster. So you talk about scouting, you talk about talent evaluation, and then the big thing for me, you need that talent, but Bill Zito brings in the right kinds of people. You see the way these guys are all week long, the way they celebrate, they love each other, and they love the fans. It is a great situation the Panthers have, and this is Cup number 1. That window is still open to win a few more the next few years.
And Goldie, you talk about that patience that Zito said he had to have building this team. Talk about patience in Paul Maurice, who's been waiting his whole career. I was reading an article where he said he celebrated his first ever NHL game win just going to a Burger King drive-thru and getting a Whopper. I'd say this certainly tops a drive-thru any day, and I can't wait to see him out here celebrating with his team.
Absolutely. Paul Maurice is a guy who says he grew up on chili, spaghetti, and hockey. So it's really exciting to see. And as we're looking live now at the Elbow Room, of course, that's one of the players' favorite haunts. We saw them go there right after they won the Cup. They took the Cup there with them. And by live with some of the fans outside. And Samantha, what's the mood like where you are?
Oh, you guys, well, as you can tell, it's a little crazy. We were outside, but we had to come inside. But man, these fans do not care, rain or shine. They're out here. Can you tell they're excited? They're a little excited to see the guys. All right, we're here with?
A little wet, yeah.
Yes.
Enjoy it. It's liquid sunshine.
What's your name?
Mark.
Mark. What's it like being inside a room this crowded?
I love this atmosphere. We gotta love South Florida. We got the Stanley Cup. First time ever. Gotta love it.
Rain or shine, though, you're going to be out here when the Cup comes.
Be here. Get here now. Parade's almost over.
I brought my 2 kids all the way from Palm Beach County. Yeah, baby. And the Panthers won. Woo! Say hi, Austin. Hi. Austin and Jackson. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Go Panthers. Come on.
Let's go, Panthers.
Let's go, Panthers. Let's go, Panthers.
All right, you guys, as you can tell, they're just a little excited to watch the guys eventually make their way down here and see the Cup in person. Mom's going to be so mad at me for not having a coat. I left it in my car, so not great, but this is what we do. This is our job. We'll send it back to you guys, though.
And we really can't wait to be able to witness this.
And we're ready, and certainly the players are. And you see them, some of them hoisting the Stanley Cup. 33 pounds of magnificence is what it is. And Paul Maurice said it is a magnificent, beautiful trophy, and it is certainly that, the most majestic and most prized trophy, I think, in all of professional sports. And I'll tell you, these players, Lauren, have been hugging it like a baby all week long because it is so precious to them and everybody associated with hockey.
Oh, and I think we might be getting a glimpse of it right now. Right now, it's a bit of a rain catcher at the top of that. They've been eating all. Oh, my goodness. There you go. Right into the fans. I'm guessing they poured some beer in there or some other beverage for the fans to enjoy down below. That's it, everyone. The Stanley Cup officially here at the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions.
It looks like Alexander Barkov is there hoisting it, and certainly he's an integral part of this team. He's the guy who the Panthers really said he's going to be our Dwayne Wade, the guy we're going to build this franchise around, and he has lived up to it. And I'm so happy for him because for a number of years, many people wondered, would he be the player who would be one of the best players in the game who never won a championship? And that's something that's hard for a professional athlete to shake, but he doesn't have to deal with that now. He and his teammates are champions.
Glad to see that he is getting his moment in the spotlight, finally getting to enjoy this championship with that Stanley Cup trophy high above their heads there on the bus. We're going to continue to take live pictures of the buses, of course, but there's spots all over the route where we have cameras set up right now. I know that we've got crews at the elbow room. We've got crews all up and down the parade route, but I think we're sticking right now with the trophy. Actually, no, we are going to go to the elbow room, which has seen the trophy quite a bit this week. So let's turn things over now to Lisa Petrillo. I'm sure everyone is getting really pumped up for the parade to pass by, right, Lisa?
Lauren, it is amazing. So we are inside the upper rooftop where people are and have been here all day. Say, guys, so we had to run inside because of the lightning, because we're on the rooftop. Zach here has held the Stanley Cup, and you are excited about that, right, Zach?
I am so stoked. It's gonna be such a blast watching them come down the street and getting to see the Stanley Cup again. Obviously, it's raining, but it's going to be a great time either way. And the big party is below us, where we're not even allowed to be because there's so many people we couldn't, get you there. But we're going to walk outside now and see a little bit about what's happening. Woo, there's lightning, and there's a big crack right there. There's a crack. Wow, so we're not going to go too far near that lightning rod that we have near us, but there's a lot of fun happening, and unfortunately it's raining on the parade, but we're hoping it passes soon. The skies are looking left. Back to you guys. Woo!
All right, Lisa Petrillo. Right now, you could hear in her live shot a couple roars of thunder. We saw some strikes of lightning as well. So, of course, for safety, we want to make sure all of our crews are okay and all the players and all these fans who have gathered here today are doing okay. So we do want to take a quick break as we wait for the parade to finally get rolling here along A1A. Don't miss a minute. We're going to be live with the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami.
One of South Florida's biggest summer events is back. It's Volkswagen Summerfest, and your chance to save big on your favorite German-engineered VW models. Right now, get an Atlas Cross Sport with its freshly upgraded luxury interior for just $379 a month, or choose finance rates on new Volkswagen models as low as 0% for 60 months, all with complimentary maintenance included. Get the party started with a new Volkswagen during Summerfest. Shop VWFlorida.com.
Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart.
Wherever or whenever you're in need, the right heart specialist is within reach with our extensive cardiovascular network. Learn more now about our comprehensive heart care.
Did we just get hustled? There's no way they were 70. Interesting. It's both an electric and a gas car. Yep. Quite the paradox.
The first ever Lexus RX plug-in hybrid. Electric for short trips, gas for long. It really is both.
Lease the 2024 RX 350 for $509 a month for 36 months.
The Florida Panthers have brought the Stanley Cup to South Florida.
There are a lot of hockey fans very excited right now.
This is history!
Whoa, we got fireworks too.
There's definitely rats on the ice. Moments like this, it brings the community together. It really does.
This is the most Miami thing I've ever seen.
I just had a feeling that we were going to win it.
You've had an amazing week getting all of the fans involved. I can't even describe how amazing their support is.
Welcome back to the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions. I'm Jim Barry along with Lauren Pastrana. We are live on Fort Lauderdale Beach, and you are looking live at some of the Panther players holding that precious Stanley Cup. They earned it last Monday night in a thrilling Game 7 victory over the Edmonton Oilers in a seesaw series in which we saw the Panthers win the first 3, lose the next 3 before finally prevailing in Game 7. And maybe that's fitting because they got a chance to celebrate before the home fans, and now they're sharing that joy with the home fans.
And maybe I'm just a nervous Nelly here, but I see it on the edge of the bus there, and I know it must be slippery with all the rain and all the beer they've had in it, so I'm like, hold on to it tightly, guys, but I know these guys are not letting it go. They've been waiting waiting their whole lives for this moment and to be gripping it as hard as they can. It is so special to see them here getting ready to celebrate with all the fans. And Larry Seward is there basically at the start line of this parade, right underneath those buses there. Larry, I'm sure the fans are just so pumped.
Oh, they are. And Alexander Barkov, man, he's done about 40 power cleans for that Stanley Cup that you're watching there. I would say this is a mobile bar because they're filling it with beer or whatever kind of drink they've got on that bus and pouring it to the fans below. And if we pan down, you can see that there are fans that are in the street on the other side of the barricades, actually in between the buses. I'm not sure when this parade's gonna roll, but these folks are gonna have to move out of there. There are players on the bus throwing items down. I've seen beach balls, I've seen sunglasses, ball caps. They poured beer, they poured champagne. Pretty much everything you can imagine with the finish flag there on the right with the blue and yellow. That's Kevin Stinlin. He's been there celebrating with the fans as well. But if we could pan back behind you so you can see where the Stanley Cup is, there are police officers here down on the ground that are very gently trying to remind the crowd that they're supposed to be behind barricades, that this parade needs to get moving, but they're enjoying the moment as well. Plenty of people on the street with that Stanley Cup. It gets hoisted, I don't know, every 10 seconds or so, and they only bring it down to fill it with more drink to pour it into the mouths of fans below. There are people here taking selfies. Sir, I saw you taking a selfie a moment ago. Tell me about this moment.
It's the best thing of my life. Panther fan for years. Before, when they came to the Miami Arena. Yeah, Panther!
So lots of ecstatic fans. Listen, the crowd here that's behind the barricade, which is to our left. I mean, they are at least 10 deep there. They're on balconies there at the hotel at the Hilton. You can see those folks are able to stay dry. They've got their phones out. Some have umbrellas when they're on the upper floors. But this is a surreal scene right here. I want to go back to the Stanley Cup itself there at the front of the bus. You can see 3 Panther players there holding that. That's a flip-flop that Alexander Barkov just tossed to the crowd. Not sure what that's about. But someone's got a unique trophy with probably a unique smell. And someone else is sending a shoe up. Oh, I see. They're getting autographs. And they're pouring out more beer to the fans below. This crowd only seems to grow in the street here. So I'm not quite sure how this parade is going to get moving, but people are enjoying it nonetheless. The rain is tapering off, and while someone's drinking beer out of a shoe, they're throwing shoes up to the players. Someone threw us a Nike, and Alexander Barkov filled it with beer, poured it into their mouths, and gave them their shoe back. Yeah. People clearly excited in some ways beyond common sense, but very, very, very excited atmosphere is another serving of beer from the Stanley Cup. We'll send it back to you guys down on Bills on the Beach.
All right, Larry Seward live for us at the start of the parade route. Not going to lie, Jim, I couldn't hear much of that, but I heard a lot of cheering, and the fans looked excited, and the players looked excited, so I'm going to take that as a good sign that they are just ready to roll and get this parade going. I got to give a quick shout out to, Fort Lauderdale Police for kind of keeping the crowds under control. This cannot be an easy feat here, but the fans seem to be, obviously they're excited, but they're being respectful. They're just waiting for that chance to get that great shot and maybe drink from the Stanley Cup as well.
Absolutely. And a big shout out to our crews who are braving the elements here, because it's certainly not easy to be talking to fans and dealing with the elements. And Trish Kostakis is one of those crew members who is with us, and she is live there at the start of the parade where all of the fans are hovering around the buses and to get a glimpse of the Stanley Cup champs. And there is nothing but euphoria there, right, Trish?
Hey guys, it is loud over here. We have the bagpipes. We're calling this take 2. We all had to go and take some cover over there. As you can hear, there was a little bit of thunder. There was some lightning earlier, but that did not stop these fans. Take a look to the right of me. Everyone is still here. And we are starting to go. As you can see, the bagpipes are rolling, and we are going with the parade.
All right, we are looking as the Florida Panthers buses roll down A1A. The rain is picked up. We've got a downpour here, but you know what? I don't think these fans feel a drop of rain, Lauren, because this is the moment they've been waiting for, to see the players and the organization and their family members roll by, slowly easing their way south on A1A. It started at Rio Mar Street, just north of Las Olas. It'll run for about a mile or so before it ends up where we are, just across from Bows Beach, right off of Seabreeze Boulevard on the south end of Fort Lauderdale Beach.
And our Trish Christakis is making her way down the route with the buses. So she was just showing us that very start of the parade. You could see that the red double-decker buses with the players on board hadn't started moving yet, but all the bands, the bagpipers wearing their hockey jerseys, they started moving and really got things going off on a great start. We see obviously the police leading the way, but right there in the background you can see those double-decker buses waiting to start moving as well. Looks like they cleared the fans away from those buses so they can start moving, and I think that's going to start happening any second now, and the fans just cannot wait.
And
as you're hearing, there's some loud thunder, unfortunately. Of course, all the precautions necessary for the rain, but you can't, at this point, there's so many people here on the beach, clearing them out would be more difficult, so they decided we're going to go ahead and move forward with this parade and hopefully, make it worth everyone's very wet, soggy day.
Fingers crossed, and we heard from Vinnie Viola, Casey Sherman, who said it's going to be like this for at least another hour or so. So the fans, I think, are resigned to toughen it out. We've got a spot where we're a bit covered, but we've got raindrops dripping all on us.
We're getting wet too.
Everybody's dealing with it, but I don't think anybody really cares right now, because this is the money shot right here, where you see Alexander Barkov and his teammates looking at the sea of Florida Panthers fans, and you think back to when the Panthers really couldn't draw flies. Arena there. We heard Dmitry Kulikov talk about his first trip with the team. They barely had 5,000 fans in the building, but Vinnie Viola takes over. He says, you know what, we're going to build a winner here. We'll do whatever it takes. He hires Bill Zito as his GM to build the team. We heard Steve Goldstein talk about that, and here we are now, after 31 years, celebrating a Stanley Cup champion.
Yeah, one of the running jokes on social media about Panthers hockey is that they have like 6 or 7 fans. People think like there's hockey in South Florida. Who actually goes to those games? Well, if you've been to any games in South Florida, the ones at Amerant Bank Arena are some of the most electric. I don't know what it is about being all nice and cold. You're not sweating out there in the elements. So it's a really great time, and it gets really loud in there. Fans get so pumped, and right now, this is the moment the fans have been waiting for. The buses are moving. We see them raising that championship belt on that front bus. I think I saw them Stanley Cup to the bus behind them, so I'm not sure if we're going to see the cup on that first bus or if it's on the next one, but the fans throwing beach balls out into the crowd in the location today.
And it's so interesting because you can see some of the players, the people part of the organization, they've got their phones out. They want to savor this moment as much as the fans, because this is special. And look at the joy and the jubilation that everybody there has as we see the buses now slowly moving their way down A1A here on Fort Lauderdale Beach.
So special to witness. That was just the first bus. Looks like they're going to maybe let a couple cars in between to really break it up so the fans don't just get one quick glimpse of all these buses passing by quickly. They're going to get them spread out so they could really enjoy it and savor this moment. I love that they're waving, their towels outside of their vehicles there as they celebrate this Florida Panthers Parade of Champions. Some of the players on these buses, unfortunately, due to the rain and the water on the lens, in some shots, it's a little bit hard to make out their faces. And like you mentioned, a lot of them have shaved, so they look different than what we maybe saw them as last week. But I'm really looking forward to seeing, the entire team, but even the stars. Matthew Tkachuk, we've heard a lot from him all week long, but it's especially, poignant for him considering the hockey legacy in his family. Sure. His dad, a former player who never got to raise the cup himself, so he got to touch it for the first time the other day because he's like, I'm not playing. But his brother still won't touch the cup because he's still actively playing in the NHL.
That's right.
That's a no-no until you win it yourself.
Absolutely. And Brady Tkachuk plays for the Ottawa Senators. And it's so special because Matthew Tkachuk, of course, from St. Louis. Jason Tatum, NBA champ with the Boston Celtics from St. Louis. They went to school together back in the day, so they are both now champions. So it's very special for the city of St. Louis. But it can't beat what we're feeling here in South Florida right now, especially in Broward County. I talked to a lot of fans who are here from Sunrise, of course, where the Panthers play here in Fort Lauderdale. They've certainly adopted the Panthers as their team as well, but really all of South Florida. Monday night, we saw fans on Bird Road.
Yes, and Hialeah as well on 49th Street,
That's
everywhere.
Right.
You know, if South Florida knows what to do, they know how to celebrate a championship in style, you know. So even though the team doesn't play in Miami anymore, there were still streets in Miami-Dade County that wanted to get out there and celebrate, and I'm sure plenty of people from Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and beyond all came here to Fort Lauderdale. We want to bring in right now next weather chief meteorologist Ivan Guevara, because the buses are approaching his location. Ivan, are you seeing the buses already?
I have no idea what you said, but I am here with the fans, and I've got Laura here. The rain, still a little thunder, but the rain has finally stopped. I think it's going to get better. Day one, you said. You've been waiting 31 years, and here we are. Stanley Cup champions. How do you feel, Laura?
So excited to be here today to celebrate our boys, the national champions of the world. 30 years.
30 years.
Stay. 31 since I bought my tickets. Woo-hoo!
And this is your son here.
Yes, sir.
Wow, Stanley Cup champions. How you feel?
Out of this world, I'm going to be honest. It's insane. I mean, I was in tears at home. It's amazing. I've waited 20 years.
So there you have it. The rain finally stopped, and it's just about time to get this parade going here. We've been getting some false starts, so let's get it going here and celebrate our champions, Stanley Cup winners, the Panthers. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Ivan, thanks. Ivan, thank you so very much. And we just saw a glimpse of Panthers owner Vinnie Viola, who, of course, bought this team in 2013. A guy from New York, grew up with hockey as a big fan, has a military background, understands the importance of being organized, and that's why he organization. And now this is the result. And now we see the Panthers, not just the players, but the entire organization, much like the Miami Heat. The Panthers, Lauren, have a culture, and they are very proud of it.
I feel like even after the players leave the team, you know, a la Udonis Haslem, you've got Roberto Luongo here for the Panthers. Playing, he wanted to stay part of that Panthers culture, now a special advisor to the general manager of the team, and he was the one, I think, who really set the tone on that Game 7, banging the drum. He wanted this so badly. He got his shot to celebrate with the Stanley Cup as well. He was the one eating pasta out of the Stanley Cup earlier this week, so very special moment for him as well, even though he's not an active player. This is very much his championship as well, because he was part of that build-up to this moment.
No doubt about it. And as you can see, the skies are clearing a little bit. Yes, it's soggy out here. We do hear a few claps of thunder out in the distance, but the fans have their attention focused not on the clouds, but on these buses that are rolling down A1A. And boy, I sure hope that the rain stops for a minute so these convertibles can open up and we can see
that vehicle
all
looks
these players.
like, I read it, and I couldn't see on that side. It said Mayor of Fort Lauderdale, Dean Tramtalis. Do we have Raheem Mostert there?
Raheem
There we
Mostert
go.
of the Miami
Even the Dolphins are celebrating this Panthers championship today.
We've seen him in a couple of games beating the drum, you know, boom, 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 boom. That's a big part of the Panther tradition now.
Oh, I love that they were included, because they have really, at least on social media, shown so much support for this team, and they in turn have showed up to these games as well, as you mentioned, to bang the drum. They've got their jerseys. Again, Raheem Mostert having a great time. I love that he's waving to all the fans, and you know, I hope he's taking in this moment and being like, man, I really want to do this with the Dolphins sometime very soon.
Yeah, you know, let's hope.
Yeah, exactly.
And the pressure's on him for sure. But this is really fantastic, and it shows the unity that exists among all of the South Florida sports teams. You know, and you're right. We've seen Mike McDaniel, the head coach there, beating the drum. Mostert. We saw Alonzo Mourning of the organization there, and now we see the parade is really in full presence, and fans who are lucky enough to have a dry perch capturing the moment here, and other fans along the parade route on A1A soaking it all in. Literally soaking it all in.
They sure are. And of course, a reminder for you tuning in at home, just when the parade passes, that's not the end of the fun. There's going to be a championship rally at the end of all this. It's going to start a little while later. We're going to hear from hopefully the coach, some of the players, maybe the GM or the owner. We don't know exactly who's on the lineup for the actual celebration that's going to be happening at the big stage, but people have been camped out here at the stage site just south of 5th Street and A1A on Fort Lauderdale Beach for a good spot so they can get a good view, and we'll be sure to bring that to you live as well here on CBS Miami.
This is a real South Florida moment here, Lauren, and it really shows the spirit of this community. People from throughout South Florida.
Lomberg's having the best time.
Right, we see Ryan Lomberg. I don't think he's had a shirt on the whole time.
No, he hasn't. That's why I said he's having the best time of anybody.
Yeah, this is Ryan Lomberg egging on the crowd, really enjoying this moment. And, you know, here's a guy who had his play limited during the playoffs, but still really showing the spirit of this hockey club. They're about winning, and that they see the big payoff. And you see Lomberg just enjoying it, flapping his shaggy hair in the breeze here.
Yeah, and some of the players and some of the, you know, family members that have been on these buses, we've seen them with flags sort of draped over their shoulders. About this team, they represent so many places, not just around this country, but around this entire globe. We've got lots of players from Canada. We've got Finnish players. We've got Russian players, but it's so special. Where better to be than in South Florida, the melting pot of all different cultures and different nationalities.
Even a player named Rodriguez on the team.
There we go. Elliot Rodriguez is one of the things, no relation, one ends in an S, one ends in a Z. And one of the things that Mike Cunio has been pointing out a lot this week is that now Evan, it will be the first Evan ever.
Yeah.
That's a Mike Cunio factoid for you.
And by the way, in case you're wondering exactly what Lauren is referring to, every player who is a Stanley Cup champ has his name engraved on the Stanley Cup. So they become part of hockey immortality, really, because their names are forever enshrined as champions. That's why it's so special.
Jim, I have a question for you as we see another trophy pass by, but what we won't see is the Conn Smythe trophy, the MVP of the entire playoff. Actually a Panthers player, and a lot of fans were like, what do you mean? Why not Tkachuk? Why not Barkov? Why not Bobrovsky? Why didn't one of them deserve that win? Obviously, it's for the whole playoffs, but if you had to pick who's the star of the show for the Panthers for this playoff run?
Wow. I think at the end of the day it was Sergei Bobrovsky, because, yeah, he had some rough 4 and 5 and 6, but at the end of the day, when it mattered the most, he really stepped up. He was the reason they got to the finals.
Yes.
And so I think that he would pick as the MVP. But honestly, so many clutch players going on this team. Carter Verhaeghe, a Mr. Clutch in the postseason, he becomes a different player. Tkachuk and Barkov, you know they're stars, and everybody knows their role on this team. And I think that's why they've been so effective this season, because it's hard to just key on maybe the best player in the league. But you saw what happened in Game 7. The Panthers were able to shut him down.
For these Cats, let's turn it over to another CBS News Miami's Naja Sherman live for us as the parade passes by her near Beach Place. Naja?
Hey guys, this is such a magical moment. You know, we have just a great shot. The fans I've been talking to today, the culmination of resilience. When you get knocked down, you get back up, and they are truly celebrating here today. I want to talk to some fans next to me. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great. This is amazing.
What about you?
All I have to say, let's go Panthers!
30 years, baby!
How long have you been a fan?
30 years, day one.
Did you ever think this moment would happen?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I love about Cats fans. They never gave up hope.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. You can hear him cheering now. Another fan. How are you feeling right now? You've been a long-time Panther fan.
Amazing. Been here since 7:30, having an amazing time to celebrate our Panthers.
And did you ever think this moment would happen?
I wish one day it would. It's amazing.
They got so close so many years. I mean, it was just like, what a magical time this is. It was great.
The sights and sounds are really magnificent. Below have been braving this rain. It didn't slow them down. They've been lining the streets just waiting for this moment, for this parade
double-decker buses and the Panthers.
Another fan right now. How are you feeling at this moment?
I am feeling great. I'm so excited to be here. We're with our family, my husband and his friends back here. We're fans of it, and I've become a wonderfully happy wife to a happy man.
You guys have been out here since early, since I've been here like.
It's been amazing. And just look at all the fans up and down the street with the weather and everything. We're all holding up well.
Yeah, the weather doesn't seem to be slowing anyone down.
Not at all. Thank you.
All right, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, Naja, Jim and I here live at Bows Beach at the end of the parade route on Fort Lauderdale Beach, just waiting for that caravan of vehicles to make it to us. We've got everything. We've got convertibles, we've got pickups, we've got buses, of course, with the players on board, and we got plenty of music and fans, and everyone is really excited. Championship parade moment that has been over 30 years in the making for this organization. You know, they got, kind of like the Marlins so early. The Marlins won so early in their run after that franchise was created, and when the Panthers got there in 1996, I think people were like, oh wow, that was quick, and it really was. Sure. And then we went through this lull, so I think fans really feel as though they have earned this moment.
And you know what, I'm just waiting to see the first rat thrown onto Where are the rats? That's my question. I have a feeling we're going to see some before it's all said.
I'm all on the ice already. They got no more rats
You're
left.
probably right. And of course, that tradition 1996 too, and it has lived on ever since. Anyway, the skies have begun to clear here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. We've had some really tough weather. It's been raining cats and dogs for a while, but it looks like it's drying out a little bit. And fortunately, fans now are able to really get a good glimpse of the Stanley Cup champ Florida Panthers as their parade is well underway, heading south here on A1A. It's about a mile or so the parade route before it ends here at the stage, right across from Bows Beach near the Bahia Mar on Seabreeze Boulevard here. And that's where we're going to hear from the players and the coach, and Bill Zito, the GM. Our own Steve Goldstein will MC that, so that's going to be really exciting to hear.
Yeah, he's been such a special part of this Panthers run. I said when they won on Monday night that the only tough part about the Panthers, being in the Eastern Conference Final and in the Stanley Cup Final is that we don't get to hear Steve Goldstein on the call because, they pass those duties along, and it's always so great to hear him at the end of, the big wins to say, let's go home, baby. These fans do not want to go home at all. They are in for the long haul today, ready to have a great time, and I'm sure we would love. I think that's Evan Rodriguez right there. He is looking pumped. Look at that. He's got a GoPro on his head, drinking, I think, champagne, and really living up this moment, plus some of the other players. Wow, so special to see this moment.
And as you can see, it's not just the players on these double-decker buses, it's also their families. And that was another thing that was very special. On the ice, right after they clinched this championship, you saw the players on the ice with their families, with their children, or with their infant children. Yeah. So this was really a special moment.
Shout out to Gadjevich, who just had twins.
Yes.
And his wife, I follow her on TikTok by pure coincidence. I don't know, she came up on my feed one day, and I saw, oh my goodness, and she said, you know what, last minute, we're going to take the kids to Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final to see if this team pulls it off. And I'm so glad for them. I don't know the family personally, but I'm so glad that those for that experience and that he was able to put those kids in the cup after they won. So special. And there is that cup right now. They're holding it so high, so proud for all of Fort Lauderdale and South Florida to really take in this moment.
Yeah, what a moment. And listen, these guys earned it. There's no doubt about it. The Edmonton Oilers pushed them to the brink. And so it's so wonderful to see them celebrating this moment with their fans. Trish Christakis is there with the fans as the buses are rolling by. Trish, give us a sense of what it's like where you are right now.
Hey guys, well we have the cup right behind us. Sasha Barkov, the captain. We have everyone hoisting it. Take a look. An incredible moment. Fans are screaming. Just really bask in this moment. We're going to walk along with them. The cup finally making its way down here. We just had Carter Verhagen, Evan Rodriguez. Now we have Sasha Barkov and crew up here. Sasha Barkov, the captain, right now hoisting the cup. The fans are going wild between the street, and every single balcony is filled with fans. Let's come this way so you can see it from this side. Take a look up there. Taking a live look at the cup being hoisted right now. We're going to come to this side. Come on, Brandon, I'm going to bring back the top. There we go. We have a big rat right here, and all the fans are in the street. Take a look. This is incredible. Oh my gosh, you have Carter Verhaeghe there as well. Fans on the street behind me. In this moment, the police are trying to push them back. Carter Verhaeghe now hoisting the Stanley Cup. What a moment for these fans. This is amazing. Barkov just took a selfie with someone's camera and threw it back. We have fans in the street at the moment.
They're calling. All right, Trish, it looks like the players
Everyone's
are actually
chanting
trying to calm
Bobby
down
over here.
some of the fans. It looks like the players might be trying to calm some of the fans down a little bit. We see their hands out and they're trying to keep people out of the street. No, they're just trying to lead a cheer. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, no, they're not calming them down at all. They are starting a chant right now. It's kind of hard to see, but I'm surrounded by fans as Sasha Barkov is getting the crowd riled up. To my left, there is fans all in the streets. Everyone kind of went past. They went past the barricades to see the cup.
This is a really special moment to see the fans celebrate with the Panthers, the Stanley Cup trophy there in plain view. And this is why fans came out here to stand in the rain. Some, as you pointed out, Lauren, got here as early as 4:30 in the morning for this moment right here as the championship trophy rolls by them and the Florida Panthers proudly celebrate their Stanley Cup championship, which they won last Monday night.
And Trish, it looks like obviously there's a few buses, so they're broken up into different groups. This is the first bus passing you, or actually not passing you, you're walking along with this bus. So a lot of friends and family on board as well, but who's leading the charge there? This is the first bus. You said Verhaeghe, you said Barkov, who else is there? Actually, I'm not sure if Trish can't hear us. Looks like she is walking the route, so it might be a little bit hard for her to hear right now. But again, like she said, Verhaeghe, you've got Barkov taking a selfie with someone's phone just a second ago. People throwing jerseys up there to the bus. Hopefully, I'm guessing they're hoping to get it signed, but I don't know how they're going to get it back. But still a very...
They may not get it back.
They may not, and it's a risk they were willing to take. Look at this. I love how... Maybe not love. I shouldn't say love. But it's so cool that the fans get to get so close. I'm not sure how safe that is at this point. But this really shows that this is kind of a team of the people. They are fine with having everyone close and celebrating this moment with them. But again, shout out to Fort Lauderdale Police for keeping everyone in check. They're doing a great job just with their bicycles, blocking everyone there.
But it's such a beautiful, spontaneous moment that the players are sharing with their fans, and you can see everybody here capturing this moment. Fans have come from a mighty long distance. Fans spent a lot of money to go to those Stanley Cup Finals games here in South Florida. They left disappointed a couple of times, but those who were lucky enough to score tickets for Game 7 got to see the ultimate victory. And now everybody is sharing in the joy of the Florida Panthers being Stanley Cup champions for the very first time. And there you see Alexander Barkov raising the trophy for all to see. Here's a young man, Lauren, who made his NHL debut at the tender age of 18. Imagine the pressure that was on him to come in and live up to all that potential. He's done it, and so has the team, and that's what this moment is all about.
And the captain of the team, he leads, but sort of with a quiet leadership. You don't see him too much. Obviously, in this moment, he's going to live it up. But in a lot of the, the locker room videos, we've seen other players. He gives them their moment to shine and to take the lead and to really motivate the team as well. So that's been very cool to see leadership style and how the team has really thrived with him sort of at the helm, but letting everyone else shine as well.
And I wonder how these pictures are playing around the country. Here you are seeing a hockey team celebrate on the beach with palm trees. The players are shirtless. The fans are having a great time in their shorts. This is just really terrific. It really sums up what South Florida at its best is all about. And who cares that it's been raining?
Oh, nobody cares. I'm sure, maybe some people would have wished for a Chamber of Commerce day because these images are being shown all over the world. A lot of people are tuning in for this because hockey is so popular in other parts of the world as well. So people wanted to tune in to see what is this going to look like in Fort Lauderdale in South Florida. Unfortunately, not the most beautiful day, but you know what? I'm going to look at it. The silver lining of this rain cloud. At least people aren't super hot out here. That could have been a dangerous situation with people camped out here for hours in the heat. So I think we'll take a little bit of rain over then the blistering sunshine.
You hear the fans in the background chanting, "Let's go Panthers." That has become the rallying cry for this team. Even when they were in Edmonton, you heard fans in the stands saying, "Let's go Panthers." So I was really impressed by how many Panther fans took that 2,500-mile journey, some of them twice, to go to Edmonton to see the Panthers finally pull this thing out.
Of course, they weren't expecting to have to make it twice because we really thought that maybe, just maybe, we would get this done in just 4 games. It was looking that way early on. They went up in the series 3-0, and then obviously they stumbled in the middle there in games 4, 5, and 6. A lot of people say the best words in sports are game 7, but I think for a lot of Panthers fans, they were like, no, we don't want a game 7. We just want to get this over with. But I think they're very glad, obviously, with the outcome.
And I think you're absolutely right. As we look at Alexander Barkov, he's signing autographs.
Yeah.
They're signing autographs there. And there, is that a rat? Maybe finally we're seeing some rats here at the victory parade.
All right, Trish, tell us what you're seeing.
Currently taking a selfie. Well, I'm going to grab my photographer. He's currently taking a selfie with these. I have some fans that actually just took a selfie with us. Did you guys get a selfie with Barkov?
I got to say, shout out to my boys in Toronto. Go Leafs, go!
We're getting
As we see the Florida Panthers championship celebration in full swing now as the double-decker buses inch their way south on A1A here at Fort Lauderdale Beach. And you are seeing this as it's unfolding live. The Florida Panthers, many of them with towels draped around them. It's been a soggy day, but the weather is clearing up. And I have a feeling, Lauren, that by the time we get down to the stage for the speeches and the big celebration, that the weather's going to be ideal.
Yeah, over here we're again at the end of the route. Yeah, we're still dealing with a little bit of sprinkles here, but it's nothing too terrible. It's nothing that fans would not endure for this team. They've obviously endured worse in these last few hours. And just a moment ago, I think I saw a replica cup there in the stands or in the crowd. Someone made their own version of the Stanley Cup and they were holding it. There we go. We've got Stanley C. Panther in the house. I also saw a rat earlier. Not one that you throw. It was a mascot rat, but we did see a rat in the house, Jim. So there you go. And now the fans following behind the caravan of buses as well, and rather moving down A1A so they can be there for the championship rally where this parade ends in just a little while.
Our own Lisa Petrillo is there along the parade route. She was camped out at the elbow room. But Lisa, what are you seeing where you are?
Hey, Jim, we're up, and this is our wonderful view from the parade route. Thousands of people lining here, getting soaked, dealing with with lightning as well. Take a look way over there on the beach. People were jumping in the water. The vision point from here the vantage point was incredible. The amount of lightning was a little scary. Girls, you got that. Look at this little guy right here. So come on, how was it here? I mean, we got soaked, but what did you think of it today?
You know, we're wet, but we are happy, and we're happy to be here. So you can see everybody is here showing out for Florida. Let's go Cats.
This is the rooftop and the only area, keep looking over there, we're at the only area that has a rooftop that really we're up here exclusively. It's pretty amazing. Building was from 1938, and this building is where they shot Where the Boys Are, one of the most classic movies of all time. It's supposed to be beach, sun, and sand, but you know what? As you heard, you know, people were happy, and that's what's great about it. So right now they've just passed by. We didn't have any, you know, great shots of all the guys, but look at this. People are happy. They don't care. It's been a lot of fun. Let's talk to you guys over here. So amazing parade. We got a little wet. What did you think?
I mean, amazing. We're still waiting for the team to come through, but I know they're partying hard, so they'll be here soon, and we'll join them.
The buses were there, but, you know.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This is what the entire thing has been about. We could duck in for a little bit when the lightning came, duck back out, but we're just waiting for more. It's an exciting day. If you look as far as you can down this beach, it's wall-to-wall people. And sometimes they're jumping in the ocean. So a lot of fun here. We're going to toss it back to you guys.
All right, Lisa, thank you. The beginning of the parade is now starting to approach us here at Bows Beach. At the end of the parade route, we want to go back to Trish Christakis, who is there with that first big red double-decker bus. Trish, how far are you from the end? Are you getting closer?
You guys, the fans have completely disregarded the barricades to the left and the right of me. As you can see, the Stanley Cup is here. People are throwing their phones up there just for Barkov to take a selfie on their phones. Take a look right now up there. People are trying to throw their phones up again. The cops are trying to get people off the street, but fans are just elated. I have never seen so much joy and happiness in people's faces running down the street. So you can see right now, I'm trying to figure out how I can throw my mic up there to get Barkov. If people are throwing their phones, maybe we can throw the mic. I don't know. See what they have to say up there.
All right, Trish Christakis walking along this parade route. A real trooper here today because the guys are on a bus, okay? But Trish is doing the actual walking from start to finish. And looks like some fans have joined in. She says on that side, the street side, not the beach side, they're completely disregarding those barricades, but the officers are doing a good job of. And the buses are going slowly enough. That's so far so good. Everyone is staying safe. I'm sure they're moving along with the route and with the parade because they want to see the rally at the end of it all. They don't want to be at the end of the parade route and miss out on the fun.
Right. You know what? This isn't just a parade. It's a procession. It really is. And the Stanley Cup is, of course, at the forefront of it. And that's why all these fans are out here.
They're starting to pump up all the fans, where earlier I thought they were calming fans down. No, that is not what they're doing at all. This is a rally. They put their hands down and then they raise them up to get everybody fired up and cheering, although I don't even think they need to do that. The fans are fired up as it is.
Absolutely not. And again, these are live pictures from Fort Lauderdale Beach, and you were looking live at the Florida Panthers Championship Parade. It began a little over an hour ago. We've had some serious rain here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. We heard claps of thunder. Looks like the thunder's gone. The rain is subsiding. The fans are drying out. The party's heating up. And I think we're in for a terrific celebration and rally as we get closer to the stage where we're going to hear from these championship players.
Yeah, really looking forward to hearing from them what they have to say, what this last week has been like. We've been lucky enough to have a few exclusive interviews with some of the players on our air, so we know what was going through their minds in the moments after the big win and in the days after. But I want to know what they're feeling after this. After witnessing the entire community come out and support them again, rain or shine, to really see how much South Florida supports this team. I can't wait to see what they have to say on the stage.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is a moment that they will remember forever. and you can tell how special it is, not only for the players but also their families. We heard Matthew Tkachuk talk about when he left home before Game 7, and his family was there. His brother Brady, who plays in the league, his dad, who played in the NHL for 18 years, and he looked back at them and he said, you know, I can't just win this for me. I've got to win it for my entire family. And that's how these players feel, and that's why this is doubly special for all of them. And
Petrillo once again joining us from the elbow room. That's been sort of the epicenter of the celebrations for this team since bright early on Tuesday morning. Lisa Petrillo, how's it looking there?
They are here right now. We've got families. We have families. We have players. They are here right now in front of us. We've got bubbles coming up. The amount of screaming. Look at these guys. Great shots. Pounding on chest. We've got the belt. You name it, we've got it. These look like families of the players having the best time here right in front of us on Los Olas. How excited are you guys to see all this?
We can't wait. We're here. We can't wait. We're waiting for the players now.
Here they come. They are moving. We've got that double-decker bus of the Stanley Cup champions and followed by other cars with players and families. And this parade is happening underneath us. We want to say that there was a time when we were like, what is going to happen, because the lightning was so bad up on this rooftop, but nobody left. Nobody was going to move. Everybody was going to stick this out, and that is what you are seeing now in front of us. We're going to let it play a little before as police on motorcycles come the other way. Sights and sounds. More bus coming at us. It could be the soggiest parade in history, but it's not taking away the fun, that's for sure.
all right, thank you so much, Lisa. You see the crowd really is beginning to build here. Nation of this parade. They'll want to hear from the players. And there's Matthew Tkachuk. Got himself a fresh haircut. He shaved the playoff beard, and you can see that smile as he is beaming. And Sam Bennett there alongside of him, and they're enjoying this moment, savoring every bit of it. The Stanley Cup champs celebrating with their fans as they wrap up what has been a week. And Matthew Tkachuk got a victory cigar.
Yes, he has, and he was also wearing, you can't see it now, but that championship belt like a wrestler. He's been touting that around all week. He's like, okay, if I'm not going to carry the Stanley Cup, I'm going to at least carry this thing around and wear it with pride all week long. So no surprise that he's wearing it here at the parade. As we mentioned, we just saw Sam Bennett drinking from a mini Stanley Cup. So it looks like all the guys, you know, if they can't hold the big real cup, they all got their own little versions to enjoy this parade in. And it's just incredible to see. Just a moment ago, we were looking at those live pictures from the beach, from the stage where the celebration is going to actually happen. People came out, you know, ready to spend a long time here. They've got their umbrellas, they had their tents, they brought their coolers, their chairs. They were ready to spend hours here getting ready to celebrate this team. And I know they're so excited for that pinnacle moment that's about to happen probably in the next few minutes, maybe an hour or so, based on how slow the parade is actually moving. But these fans will wait all night if they have to.
And I'll tell you what, that Matthew Tkachuk, he must be the ever-ready battery, because he has been going nonstop. We saw him, of course, at the elbow room. We saw him take the Stanley Cup and leap into the ocean a few days ago. We saw him at a Raising Cane at the drive-thru window. So he really has been a player of the people, if you will. And what a thrill it has been for all of these fans, not just to congratulate these players, but to see them up close and really interact with them and see the joy that they have and see that the players are eager to share in the moment with them.
And that's what's special about this trophy in particular. I don't know, Jim, you've covered more Super Bowls than I have. They don't, you know, parade the Lombardi trophy out for everyone to go and touch. But I love how they do this with the Stanley Cup. It makes it so special. It really makes all the fans feel like they were part of this moment with this team, and how, you know, welcoming the team is to the fans as well. You know, there was no security around in that elbow room. It just looked like it was a free-for-all on that Tuesday morning when they showed up there, and they were loving every minute of it. Matthew Tkachuk diving into the Atlantic Ocean with the Stanley Cup, I think, is a moment that no hockey fan will forget, especially a lot of people saying, is that safe? Is that okay? You can't do that to the Stanley Cup, not in the ocean. Oh, the things that cup has seen, my friend. I think it's fine with a little dip in the ocean.
Absolutely. And in case you're just tuning in, we've been on the air now since about 10:30, and the Florida Panthers championship celebration is in full swing. You're looking at live pictures on Fort Lauderdale Beach and A1A. Yes, it's soggy out here, no question. You see the fans here with a lot of rain gear, umbrellas, and makeshift rain gear. But the players are there, many of them shirtless, sharing this moment with the fans, hoisting the Stanley Cup above their heads. These guys are strong because I tell you, that trophy is not light.
No.
33 pounds, and but these guys are certainly enjoying every moment of it. And the fans, maybe they've just got a glimpse of the bus as it goes by, Lauren, but for them it's worth it.
Yeah, and then they want to make their way to the rally. Check this out. Oh, that was such a quick shot. I hope everyone was able to see it. You had that digital message board out on a boat, on a barge, in the middle of the ocean there, celebrating the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. That's something you'd only see in, a select few cities across this country, being able to celebrate a championship out on a boat. I've seen some people anchored out there for hours this morning to celebrate this moment and to take this in. So very cool to have the ocean as a backdrop for a hockey NHL Stanley Cup championship parade.
That's how we do it, South Florida style.
Right.
We're going to take a quick break here, live from Fort Lauderdale Beach. You are watching live coverage of the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup Championship Parade. Back with a whole lot more in a moment.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
Make this a summer to share and save during the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event in one of our capable SUVs. This summer, visit your local Kia dealer and save. Get 1.9% APR for 48 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorrento vehicles.
It's the 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealers. Now's the perfect time to get out and enjoy summer in a new built Ford Tough truck or adventure-ready SUV. Get 3.9 for $60 plus $1,000 trade assist and $500 bonus cash on a Ford F-150 XLT. Plus, military, all veterans, and first responders get an extra $1,000 exclusive cash. It's the 4th of July sales event at your local Ford dealers.
Happy 4th of July, South Florida.
This is CBS Health Watch.
Today, there are many clinical trials for people battling cancer. Clinical trials are studies that provide access to novel therapies that may not be available as standard of care. As part of their cancer care journey, patients can consider clinical trials as a treatment option.
CBS Health Watch is sponsored by Miami Cancer Institute.
Make this a summer to share and save in the fun tech-forward Forte, recommended by Consumer Reports. During the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event, lease a specially tagged 2024 Forte LXS for $169 a month.
Welcome back to the Florida Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami. I am Lauren Pastrana, joined by Jim Barry, and we are live here at Beau's on the beach. We've got a primo spot to take in the finale of the parade, but then the fun continues with the championship rally that's going to be happening on the stage here on Fort Lauderdale Beach in just a little while. We are so excited, looking forward to not just seeing all the players on the buses like we've been seeing, but actually hearing from some of the players, hearing from the coaches, the GM, maybe the owner. Who knows? We're going to be just as surprised as everyone, as we don't know the official rundown, but all the stars of this team are going to have their moment to shine today.
And CBS News Miami has been decked out all across this parade route. We've got reporters lined along the parade route, talking to the fans, showing you the players and the joy that they are experiencing with their fans out here since the wee hours of the morning to enjoy this very first Stanley Cup championship by their Florida Panthers. The players certainly haven't been bashful. They've been out shirtless from the get-go here, waving the towels, hoisting the Stanley Cup above their heads, taking selfies with some of the fans. And it's really a wonderful moment as we see the players and their family members enjoying this special moment.
You mentioned that they've been shirtless. Well, we got finally someone in a jersey, at least, representing the team right now. They've been shirtless because at this point, they'd be soaked anyway. So who cares? They're just ready to celebrate. They are so pumped up. The fans have been pumped up all morning long. CBS News Miami's Betty Nguyen has also been here all morning long. We hosted our newscast from here this morning. Betty, you're right near the end of the parade route. Is the excitement building for this rally to get started?
Hey, Lauren and Jim, I can barely hear you. So I wanted to let you know my photographer Alex has got a shot of the double-decker bus coming down the street.
We may have lost Betty Nguyen there. Hopefully we get her soon because she is right at the finale of the parade. Trish, walking the route. Trish, who are you talking to right now?
I am talking to Mick, who is the car just in front of Sasha Barkov. Now, Mick, how did you land this extraordinary role to be the car in front of the captain?
I love the Florida Panthers. I love the Florida Panthers. I always knew it was always us. It was always us. Game 7, it's ours. It's ours. That's our cup. That's our cup. We like that. We like that.
What does it mean to you to be the car in front of the captain of your favorite team?
This is life-changing. Dreams come true. Dreams come true, and I love the Florida Panthers.
All 6 of us.
Whoa!
Touch the cup yet?
I need to. I'm parking and I'm running back there and I'm jumping up there. I'm touching the cup.
Well, take a look at the cup. It's right behind me right now. We have Sasha Barkov. We have Carter Verhaeghe right now hoisting it in the air. What a moment. These fans are elated. I've seen a few people cry, or maybe it's just the rain in their eyes. You never know. But it's really such a beautiful moment experiencing this, you guys. Take a look. Carter Verhaeghe right now.
It was always us.
Looking live here in Fort Lauderdale Beach, and you see the crowd, the layers of fans here along A1A as the Florida Panthers, the Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers, I might add, are making their way here toward the stage. Right now they're at Beach Place, and those of you who know this area know how packed it usually is on a Saturday night. But here we are on a Sunday afternoon, and this place is live, I want to tell you.
What a special moment to see Beach Place looking like this. Growing up here, going to high school in Fort Lauderdale, this was a hangout for, me and my friends, and spending a lot of time here. Never would have imagined a moment like this parading right down A1A. Beach Place becoming the epicenter of such an incredible experience. And right here where we are right now at Bows Beach, behind us, the bus, the first double-decker red bus, has officially arrived with the players on board. Bus number 1, I can see it right in the windshield there. Looks like they're going to be disembarking from the roof of the bus, from the top of that bus, making their way down and hopefully getting to the stage very, very soon.
They are. And we've got a great vantage point. We're at Bows Beach here on the south end, right across from the stage, right at Seabreeze, just north of the Bahia Mar. And we've got a great group of fans here. And you may be able to hear the music behind us. They're playing We Are the Champions. And they absolutely are. The Florida Panthers are the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. And what a special moment that is, and what a great thing that is for us to enjoy here in South Florida.
Yeah, the fans are really just savoring this moment here at Bows Beach. I think every single person has their phone out right now, trying to catch a glimpse of these players, singing to them, singing We Are the Champions, as they soak in this incredibly special moment. But the party's just getting started, as we've been saying for the last couple of hours. Even though we've been on air now for almost 2 hours, this is only the beginning, because now they've made it to the spot where so many people have camped out. Jim, there are a lot of people who did not actually see the parade
All right, let's go to Trish Kosteka. She's there with Carter Verhaeghe.
Carter Verhaeghe just went on the bus. We just missed him, you guys. He was just in the crowd with the fans. Now back on the bus.
Cleared out. Looks like everyone has gotten off the top of the bus and they are now moving toward the stage. But there are still more buses coming and lots of even little fans, little family members of some of these players celebrating this moment. Looks like Evan Rodriguez with his GoPro camera taking in this moment with his kids.
And he's blinged out. Oh.
You guys, with me right now, we have come on, guys, come on. What are their names?
This is Noah and this is Jason.
We have Evan Rodriguez with us right now. How proud of you are your dad?
How happy are you? You having fun?
Yeah. What is this moment like for you, being able to be in front of the fans? You got a GoPro on your head, you're documenting the whole thing.
I'm taking everything in, especially with my kids. It just makes it even better. We're having a blast and we're going to go enjoy every second of it.
Why did you jump off the bus and go touch hands with everyone?
It makes it even better being with the fans. I think that's the best part of it is just, you know, when you're in it, you do it the guy next to you, but once it's done, you realize it's for the fans, it's for the city, it's for the organization. This is incredible.
What's with the GoPro? You want to document every moment of it?
Someone gave it to me, and they tried to take it off, and I was like, you know what? We might as well take advantage of all of it, take it all in, and whatever's on this camera is going to be, you know, memories for life. You were such a huge help for the Panthers in that final series. What does this moment mean to you now, relishing in all that, all your success? It's honestly a dream come true. That's the only way I could put it. It's a dream come true, and I'm so happy to have my boys here to relish it with me. Congratulations. Go get back on the bus. I appreciate you taking the time. Well, there you go, Evan Rodriguez, a huge part of the Panthers with his kids. Take a look behind me right now, shaking hands with everyone. It doesn't get more man of the people than this, you guys.
Oh, Trish, thank you so much. And that really shows you what this Panther team is all about. They're getting off the buses. They're interacting with the people. High fives along the way. Evan Rodriguez sharing this one with the fans and his family. And that's why the Florida Panthers have captured the hearts of South Florida.
Yeah, to hear him say that this is a dream come true while he's got his arms around two of his children, it kind of makes you emotional to think of like what he must be going through in this moment, what his kids must be thinking. Trish asked one of them, how are you feeling? And they're kind of shocked because this truly is an incredible moment. Trish has Carter Verhaeghe. Let's go back to Trish.
We got Carter Verhaeghe, Evan Rodriguez, the whole crew is here. Can I talk to you for a minute? What does this moment mean to you?
It's amazing. It feels amazing.
Why are you off the bus with the fans?
What's that?
Why are you off the bus talking to all the fans? What is
high fives, just trying to get them excited here.
A man of the people?
Exactly.
I'm not as fast as a runner as them, you guys, but I'm trying.
All right, Trish is going to run after some of those players. Just incredible reporting by Trish there to really get up close and personal with these players on one of the most exciting days of their lives. Very cool for her to give us, you know, that front row seat to all of that action. Again, we just heard from Evan Rodriguez, Elliot Rodriguez's favorite Panthers player. So, you know, got to give a shout out to Elliot, who's become such a big Evan fan. Carter Verhaeghe, who was such an integral part of this team all season long and also in the playoffs and in the Stanley Cup. Can't wait to hear from, you know, some of the other guys in the very near future.
And no doubt we will. And let's go now live to Lisa Petrillo. She's standing by. Lisa, what's going on?
Hey, Jim. Well, you see it in front of us. I'm here with Zach. Zach, let's take a look. You know these players like nobody else. Anybody you're seeing right now?
I see Lundell. He's shirtless. It's awesome. I'm seeing a couple other players. Man, it's hard to see with all these people.
There are so many people, and the other thing about it is just the amount that's in this place, in this soggy day. You grew up here. How does it feel?
It feels awesome, and it feels awesome to be here at the Elbow Room. All the players are going to stop, probably get a drink at the Elbow Room. It's going to be a blast. Seeing everybody just enjoy themselves. South Florida deserves this. It's awesome. Awesome.
Everybody was doubting us because we are the land of surf and sun, but it's right here in front of us.
We can skate on the ice too.
And what's really wonderful is it's a lot of families you can see that are joining in as well.
Oh yeah, we got kids of all ages, grandparents, everybody's here to have a good time and see the Florida Panthers win for the first time in their 30 years of existence. It's awesome. And here we go, here's the cup. We got Barkov holding the cup.
You got the Stanley Cup itself. Tell me what that experience is for you seeing that right now.
It's awesome, you know, to see Barkov, the first Finnish player to hoist the cup for his team as a captain. He deserves it more than anybody else. It is such a blast seeing everybody here.
Oh, somebody's throwing things. No. So point some players out. Who do you see?
So we got Barkov. We got I think that's oh man, they're just being covered in champagne and beer. I can hardly see who it is.
It's pretty unbelievable to see this on top of his head. Beers, everything's throwing. It is one soggy party. And now people have jumped into the ocean over there. This is insane. Just enjoy it all. Just enjoy it all. Now we have more crowds coming.
Lisa Petrillo, what an incredible sight. These live pictures that we are witnessing right now of all the fans and the players, I'm guessing, are some people associated with the team, because why else would the fans run out there unless it was for someone, you know, really special, who have jumped into the Atlantic Ocean right now. Hard to tell exactly who is in the water from our vantage point, but everyone's got their phones up. They got their Panthers flags flying high, and they are just absolutely living for this moment.
And this is truly another only in South Florida kind of moment. Where else have you seen a champion celebrate by leaping into the ocean with their fans? That's how the Florida Panthers do it as they are celebrating their Stanley Cup championship here. You see the double-decker buses with Stanley C. Panther there inching their way down toward the stage. We're going to have a great rally in a moment. It's been a soggy day here on Fort Lauderdale Beach, but the Panthers and their fans certainly aren't concerned about that in the least bit. Let's go live now to Betty. She's standing by along the parade route. Betty, tell us what you're seeing right now.
Hi there. It is wild out here. Look at this double-decker bus. As soon as it started rolling down in front of the stage area, people started losing their minds. I mean, look at this crowd. They have been out here, some of them, since 5 a.m. this morning, waiting in downpours for this. People are in bikinis and swim shorts. They are shirtless, hoisting replicas. Are watching these players on top of this double-decker bus. Can you hear them? Just take a listen. They're screaming out here. And, you know, it's been such a festive atmosphere. It's almost like Woodstock, if you will, with all the downpours. People are trying to get pictures. They're trying to get video. They're just having a good time. I got to tell you, I've seen so many people out here that are with their children. I saw one woman who was pregnant out here on the sand, just having the best time of her life. This is just a moment where people are taking a minute and enjoying history. They are reveling with their fellow Panthers fans, and they are having a blast. People are standing on top of whatever they can get on top of it. I don't know if you can see this guy right here. He's in front of the crowd. He's really roaring them up and getting them excited. But let alone the real folks that are here to get this crowd going are on top of that bus right there. Tkachuk right there with the fans, just having the time of his life. Look at this. Now this is the victory parade that you want. Just take a listen to this. And you know what? It's well-deserved because these fans out here have been here for hours and hours on end. Everyone is in party mode. The music is going. The fans are wild. And now you're seeing some of the players mingle with the fans. We're trying to get the best shot that we can. But it's a little hectic out here. I don't know if you can get a shot of the stage right now. You're seeing with drone video how many people are truly out here. And then you see people just milling about. Some of them are double-fisted. They've been like that since 5 a.m. in the morning. But that's what they're doing out here, having really just a blast. And as we watch them screaming, waving the flags, waving the Panthers towels. All right, I believe we have an interview with the player. Let's take a listen.
This isn't your first Stanley Cup, but what makes this one so sweet?
I think that every time you win a Stanley Cup with an organization, it's the first one for them. It's a very big moment, and you can see all the people, they're so happy. And I have a lot of friends in this team. I'm very happy for them.
Take me through these moments, walking through the streets, seeing all these fans. What are the emotions?
We just came to take a cup from Finnish guys, so... You know.
Oh, I love it. All right, we'll follow you. They're about to take the cup, quote from Vlad Tarasenko, from the Finnish guys. So I think they're transporting from one to another. Here we go, guys. Sergei Bobrovsky with the cup.
What a moment for the Florida Panthers as they celebrate their Stanley Cup championship with their enthusiastic fans who have camped out here. The players shirtless, getting off those double-decker buses. They're walking the parade route here on A1A, up close and personal with their fans who are soaking up every minute of it. It's been a lousy morning weather-wise, but the rain is gone, and now it feels like it's bright sunshine on a cloudy day. If I can borrow a Motown line from The Temptations, because that's really what it feels like.
You know, the rain was not going to stop these guys. It's getting very loud where we are, so excuse us if you can't really hear us. We've got sirens blaring because the parade is finally making its way to the end of the route. We've been talking about the buses, but now let's go back to Trish.
Not bad, right? It's not bad.
You've been signing a lot of autographs, taking a lot of selfies and phones. How do you put into words the emotions you're feeling right now?
I can't put two words together right now, so it's really hard for me, but this is incredible. I would not, well, lifting the cup was my dream, and then everything after that is just being like, every single day, every single second, you just enjoy your life. It feels like your life is so much better now.
Congratulations. Go celebrate and enjoy.
Thank you.
Not bad, right? Because he says he can't string more than two words together because this is so emotional. Very overwhelming, I'm sure, for this team to really be able to witness this. I love how you said that they've all gotten out of the buses and they're walking with the
Yeah, and it's funny, you notice here along the parade route, the barricades are up, but I don't feel like there's any barricade between the Panther players and their fans. I mean, because they are going to where the fans are if the fans can't get to them. And again, that really typifies what this team is all about. This moment isn't just for them. It's also for the fans who have supported them, who helped will them to victory in that Game 7 here in South Florida against the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, so special to see all the people lined up along the barricades. Many of them have been there for hours. We got some young fans and family members celebrating as well. Truly an incredible moment for fans of the Panthers who've been following since the very beginning, and yeah, maybe even new fans. We've had a lot of new people move to South Florida in just the last couple of years, so maybe they like their hockey team from their home state, but now I'm sure Florida Panthers hold a special place in their heart. Let's go to Trish.
Please tell me what this means to you, seeing everyone shaking their hands.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, so many people came out to support us, and for us to share this moment with the fans is unbelievable.
People were chanting Bobby, Bobby all the way back there. What are the emotions when you're hoisting the cup and you're hearing that?
Yeah, I just appreciate them so much from the bottom of my heart. I want to thank them for the incredible support they gave me throughout the entire playoffs. So it's just the incredible moment for us.
Last question, and then I'll let you go celebrate. Why are you guys all on the street shaking hands with the fans? Every single player's out here.
Yeah, we just want to thank our fans and just share this moment with them. It's incredible.
Congratulations, go get them. Sergei Bobrovsky there, the stellar goaltender for the Florida Panthers. All of the players are in the streets right now. Take a look at him, shaking everyone's hands. The sights here are unreal, you guys.
All right, Trish, thank you so much. And the Florida Panthers enjoying this moment with their fans who are lined up along A1A on both sides of A1A. If you're looking live at the big crowd, there's our own Steve Goldstein, and he's ready for the parade to end and for the speeches to begin there at the stage. And the crowd is pumped up because the Florida Panthers are here ready to cap off a wonderful week of celebration.
Yeah, so great to see Goldie up on the stage. I want to give the MVP of our parade coverage though to Trish because she has been running along with these buses. Trish, where are you right now? Not sure if you can hear me.
You guys. We are right in front of the Starbucks where Carter Verhaeghe made a quick pit stop to put the Stanley Cup in the middle of the crowd. There are thousands beyond thousands of people just running around trying to get a glimpse to even poke the cup. All of the players are in the streets. I just spoke to a handful of them, and they said the main reason they're out here is because they want to show their appreciation to this fan base. Here he is, Carter Verhaeghe with the cup right now. Tarasenko is trying to put the cup, I think, back on the double-decker. They stole it earlier, as what he told me, from Sasha Barkov. Let's get to the front.
We see Carter Verhaeghe walking right behind us here at Bows Beach. And listen and look at the crowd, the fans who are right there with them, step by step, as the parade has just about come to an end here. at the end of Fort Lauderdale Beach, and now the players, along with the Stanley Cup, are heading over to the stage area. And again, as we've seen throughout the afternoon, the players eager to share this moment up close and personal with the fans.
To give our viewers a little bit of an idea of just how loud it is here, Jim, I did not hear anything you just said, and you're sitting right next to me. So that's how loud it is here right now. So forgive me if I'm repeating anything that you just said. But actually, we're going to turn things over now to Samantha Rivera. She is live along the parade route as well. Hey, Samantha. Looks like we lost Samantha, but it's okay because we found the cup. We've had our eye on it for a little while now, and it looks like they're just going to walk it right into this championship rally. I'm wondering where, like, the security is. I would think that the cup, you know, has like an armed guard around it at all times to protect it, but no, truly a trophy of the people, for the people, and right now for South Florida.
It certainly is. And again, we're looking at the players head to the stage now. The fans are right there alongside of them, and pretty soon the rally will begin. The championship parade is just about done, and now we see Carter Verhaeghe and his teammates enter the stage, and the fans now gathering around them, and we're going to hear from these players to hear them sum up just what this week and what this moment means to them.
I love how they just walked it, walked the trophy, walked the Stanley Cup right onto the stage. You know, there they are hoisting it above their heads once again. Now all the fans who've been waiting here and camped out on the beach for the rally get a glimpse of the Stanley Cup. So very special. There we go. Let's put it down nice and gently. It has been through a lot this week, that Stanley Cup. So great to see it there on the parade stage. We see our own Steve Goldstein getting ready. He's going to be the master of ceremonies for this rally that's going to get started very, very soon, where we're going to hear from players, the coach, and just to really take in the excitement of the moment. And I believe Trish has another player.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here. When we come back, more of the Florida Panthers championship celebration live from Fort Lauderdale Beach. We'll be right back.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
Here the whole time. I don't think she will.
One of South Florida's biggest summer events is back. It's Volkswagen Summerfest, and the Volkswagen Jetta is back. 41 miles per gallon and better than ever, with a special lease payment just $199 a month. $199. Or choose 0% financing for 60 months, available on new Volkswagen models. That's no interest for 5 years, all with complimentary maintenance included. Get the party started with a new Volkswagen during Summerfest. Shop VWFlorida.com.
Dave's company just scored the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
High five! High five!
I'm gonna call.
It's 5 years of reliable gig speed internet, 5 years of advanced security, 5 years of a great rate that won't change. Yep, Dave's feeling it. But it's only for a limited time.
5 years?
5 years. Introducing the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee, powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities.
We've never spoken, but you've told us many things. You told us you love stargazing, almost as much as you hate parallel parking. That heavy right foot of yours? We got you. The Lexus ES didn't begin in a studio, it began with you.
Lease the 2024 ES350 for $499 a month for 36 months.
Toyota of Hollywood just got bigger, just got better. It's amazing! Toyota of Hollywood's amazing used car center. Over 800 to choose, including Highline vehicles like Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Lexus at amazing prices. Buy with 2.9% financing and get the factory warranty. Plus specials from our pre-auction sales center from $69.88. Toyota of Hollywood's amazing used car center on 441 just south of Sheridan Street.
Welcome back live to Fort Lauderdale Beach. You are looking live at the Florida Panthers championship celebration for their Stanley Cup. And as we just saw Ryan Lomberg there, he's been shirtless the entire morning. We've seen players hop off the double-decker buses with the trophy. We've seen them leap into the ocean once more. We've seen them high-five the fans along the parade route. And now they are at the stage, and we are moments away from the beginning of the championship rally.
This has just been moment after moment of just unbridled joy. That's what people are experiencing out here. We were worried with the rain. We thought maybe thunder and lightning would slow us down. Oh no, it did not. Every player that touches that trophy, that touches the Stanley Cup right now on that stage is raising it over their heads, giving it a kiss, truly savoring these moments that I'm sure are going to, live with them forever. Such a special experience for them and their families. You've seen some family members. And just a short time ago, someone was wearing a t-shirt that said Maurice Zito. It looked like an election shirt, like 2024 Maurice Zito. I think that's a vote all of us can get behind at this point.
Let's go live to Betty Wynn and also Samantha Rivera, who is standing by live with more. Samantha. Let's go back now to Betty Wynn as we see not only the players but also their fans celebrating it, and they've been taking turns doing curls with the Stanley Cup trophy there. Let's go to Betty Wynn. Betty.
Hi there. It is pure fandemonium out here. I mean, look at this crowd. You got players on stage hoisting the Stanley Cup. So many of them have been out here in and out with the people out here just partying with the fans. They are really showing true appreciation. And, it's well-deserved. Not only has this team fought hard to be here, but these fans have stayed here on this beach, some of them coming here since 5 o'clock this morning, setting up their tents, setting up their chairs. Some are still in their bikinis from earlier when it wasn't raining, but it's been pouring for well over an hour now, and it hasn't deterred the crowd. In fact, as the buses came with the players, you started seeing the stage area getting bum rushed, if you will, because people were just running down here to get a glimpse of these players, these national champions, as you see them on the stage, and they're starting to gather. Look at that. Every time they hoist the cup, the crowd goes wild. I'm loving the shots, and just these fans, they're having just the time of their life. It is nothing but a beach party out here. It's almost hard to hear anyone because it's so loud with the music and the fans screaming, but it's just pure jubilation, which it should be, because this has been a long road, 31 years to get to this point. This is history in the making, folks. And we're watching it under gray skies, under rain. It doesn't matter. These fans would never have not been here for this moment in time. And so this is history right here on the beach here in Fort Lauderdale. What an amazing moment just to see all of these fans out here. Look at the smiles. Look at the jubilation. I mean, this has been going on for hours, and no one's tired. No one's sick of the rain. We're just having a good time out here, Jim and Lauren.
For us right in the middle of all the action right now near the stage as all the fans and the players gather. But Trillo still at elbow room, really the heart of this celebration for the last week or so. Lisa, what's going on at the elbow room right now?
I think Matthew Tkachuk is there.
Right. I want to check and see if that's true. Lisa?
Well, hey, I hope you can tell me what we're seeing here, Zach, right in front of us.
Tkachuk and his dad, Keith, made their way through the elbow room crowd, got up on the second level, and he's raising himself. Well-deserved. No other place other than elbow room to celebrate this amazing Stanley Cup victory.
I mean, this was a moment. He came off, he ran into the elbow room, he ran around.
Through the crowd, people are touching his face, people are just all over him, but he's making his way through the crowd just to be here. And now he's making his way again.
There he is. There he is coming over there, right?
Yep. Making his way.
I'm making sure Ralph sees him. You can see him over there, Ralph. Woo, we're going to come down off of this thing.
All right, Lisa Petrillo. Lisa, thanks so much. Jim, at this point, I think Matthew Tkachuk Tkachuk has an open tab at the elbow room, and he just comes and goes as he pleases. That's his new favorite spot.
I don't think they mind.
I don't think so either. I think they're loving every moment. And for those fans who maybe they said, okay, we're going to hang out at the elbow room because it's so iconic, it's such a special place, but you know, it's not out on the street. They thought maybe we won't get that up-close view of the players, and still they got it anyways, courtesy of Matthew Tkachuk.
And in case you're just joining us live, of course, it's been a bit of a soggy day here in South Florida. The fans have braved the elements. There were some claps of thunder early on a couple hours ago. Thankfully, the worst of it has cleared out, and now the fans are here, camped out around the stage, and probably in a few minutes we're going to start hearing from some of the players to talk about what this Stanley Cup championship means to them. But we've seen how just exuberant the players have been all morning long and all afternoon long as they've shared this moment with the fans. They could have just stayed on top of the double-decker buses and just waved from a distance. That's not their style. No. They've been up and close and personal with these fans. That's why everybody feels a part of this special moment.
And we are ready to be a part of it once the celebration and the rally gets started. You're not moment, but we are going to take a quick break. The Florida Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami continues in just a minute.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
Right now during the Jeep 4th of July sales event, finance and get $4,000 total cash allowance on 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee L Limited models. See your local Jeep dealer today.
Is that your new Nissan Rogue?
Yeah, crazy story. So this morning, I'm at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event, taking a test drive. When Dave, the sales guy, is like, "You're gonna love this." He shows me the best-in-class fuel economy and lets me know it's recommended by Consumer Reports. When Dave says, "These cars are going fast," I knew I had to have that Rogue.
Hurry in for 4th of July savings. Nissan offers 6 vehicles starting under $30,000 or get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select 2024 Rogue trims.
Adventure begins at your local Jeep SUV dealer with the most awarded SUV brand.
Right now during the Jeep 4th of July sales event, finance and get $4,000 total cash Grand Cherokee L Limited models. See your local Jeep dealer today.
The Florida Panthers have brought the Stanley Cup to South Florida.
There are a lot of hockey fans very excited right now.
This is history!
Firehouse, baby!
Whoa, we got fireworks too!
There's definitely rats on the ice.
Moments like this, it brings the community together.
It really does.
This is the most Miami thing I've ever seen.
I just had a feeling that we were going to win it.
You've had an amazing week getting all of the fans involved.
I can't even describe how amazing their support is.
We are back live with live coverage of the Florida Panthers championship celebration here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. The parade is over, and now the players are on the stage, and we are moments away from the rally to begin. To the left there, you see our own Steve Goldstein. He's going to be the master of ceremonies for this, and the players triumphantly hoisting the Stanley Cup trophy for all to see. Many fans have had a chance to touch it, see it up close and personal. They've also had a chance to take selfies with some of their favorite Panther players this morning. They've gone into the ocean with them, high-fived them along the way. This has really been a celebration that is not just about the players, but about the fans.
It feels like everyone at this point has gotten a chance with the Stanley Cup, but really that's going to continue on, because my understanding is sort of like throughout the summer, the players get, to take it home with them for a day. Each player gets that moment to really savor and soak in being with the Cup.
And I think that's Bill Lindsay. Of course, he's one of the original Panthers who talked about how special this is. And, of course, he's getting a chance now to actually touch the Stanley Cup. And this is like the holy grail for all of the people in the hockey family. And so to have a chance to hoist it and be part of a championship organization is something that nobody can take away from you.
Such a special moment, hearing from a lot of the past players as well in this lead up to the Stanley Cup final. We heard from Scott Mellenby a couple of times to explain sort of what the rat trick is, the year of the rat, why that's become so synonymous with this team. It's always very special to hear from those former players who started the legacy of this franchise.
And off to the left, we saw Vinnie Viola. And let's listen to now to our own Steve Goldstein, because the festivities are about to begin.
How crazy do you want to get? You're crazy as the Panthers? Let me hear you. Let me feel you. Let me feel you. All right, listen up. Listen up. The players are about ready to get on the stage. All right, these guys are like my sons. You got to go off the hook for these guys. They brought the Stanley Cup to South Florida. How crazy are you going to get? How crazy are you going to get? Mr. DJ, let's get back to the
celebration. I think my favorite is when they each kiss the cup and shows, you know, how they respect it, how they revere it, and how special it is to them.
They've got their weightlifting in this week, that's for sure, because everybody has done their reps with the Stanley Cup. And now, of course, we're seeing how special it is for all of them, the players now ready to celebrate. And this is a team that General Manager Bill Zito has built step by step. Of course, it started even before he took over with the drafting of Alexander Barkov, the captain, but they built the team around him. Sergei Bobrovsky and Carter Verhaeghe and Sam Reinhart and Sam Bennett and Anton Lundell and all the players who have really helped make the Florida Panthers who they are today, and what they are today are Stanley Cup champs.
And Jim, amongst all those players just now, I saw the drum. So I think it's a safe bet that they're going to wheel it out there on the very far left of your screen. Some people are blocking it right now, but I think it's a safe bet that we are going to hear that drum beat, hear that Let's Go Panthers chant. I'm curious to know who's going to bang the drum today. Who bangs the drum at the pinnacle of your success? We've had some pretty special people bang it in the games leading up to this Stanley Cup victory. Roberto Luongo did it in Game 7. Such a special moment for this team, having someone from their history and their past who waited for this moment celebrated. So I can't wait to see what they do next.
And Panthers owner Vinnie Viola, who bought this team back in 2013, he talked about the vision he had. He said that he'd do whatever it took and give the Panthers the resources that they needed to build a winner. And he has been true to his word, and the organization has taken him up on that promise. And now here we are, after 31 years in existence, the Florida Panthers are Stanley Cup champs, and all the players on this roster will have their names engraved on that championship trophy.
He is just pumping them up every step of the way. That's Forsling with the trophy right now, savoring this moment. He just handed it off. Another celebratory kiss.
And it's interesting how these players have become fan favorites. And as you pointed out, Lauren, earlier in the coverage, this really is an international team. Many players from Canada, but Matthew Tkachuk, of course, American-born, players from Finland, players from Sweden, players from Russia. So this really is a team that Bill Zito has literally gone around the globe to put together.
And you know what? Very soon we'll have more players from South Florida, because this team will hopefully inspire some kids to put on skate stick and to play some hockey. I remember after the Olympics in the early 90s, I got inspired to go into ice skating because I saw that and I said, hey, I want to try that. Not a big sport here in South Florida at all, but my guess is that there's going to be a lot more kids who are going to be playing hockey, trying things out. They've got a great facility too in Fort Lauderdale. They've got the Iceplex where kids, we see them enjoying every moment. That's Aaron Ekblad there living it up. Still on the bus. I'm shocked that there are still players on the bus, Jim. I thought everyone would be close to the stage by now.
No, they're still taking their time. There's Aaron Ekblad. He's still got the playoff beard.
He's not cutting it off.
Maybe he feels that's a good luck charm. Listen, we won with the beard. Why not keep it?
Yeah.
So here we are here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And I'm told Aaron Ekblad just got a tattoo of the Stanley Cup trophy.
That's one way to memorialize this moment.
That's right.
I'm shocked to see so many buses still filled with people, because from our vantage point at the end of the parade route, right by the stage already looks like it's full of people. So very cool. Looks like Barkov is walking up now. No wonder they haven't started. They're missing some key elements here. They cannot get this championship rally started until all the stars are on the stage. We know Matthew Tkachuk took a pit stop and went to the elbow room for a little bit. So who knows where he is at this point. But they're not going to get this started until every single player who has earned this spotlight to celebrate with the fans is up there on that stage.
And so now, thankfully, the weather is clearing up quite a bit. It's still a little soggy out, but you can see a big crowd of fans there as the players are posing with, taking selfies with some of the fans. But a big throng of fans is now gathered around the stage. And
it has really filled in. It has really filled in a lot, because earlier, obviously, there were a lot of empty spots that maybe you could set up a tent, and no such thing right now. There's no room in there. If you weren't here hours ago, you're out of luck as far as getting very close to the stage.
South Florida, this is how we do it. Rain or shine, we know how to party. A party because they are the 2024 Stanley Cup champions, and the fans are here ready to savor this moment with them. And what a week it has been ever since the Panthers clinched it Monday night. Lauren, we saw the pots and pans in Miami-Dade.
For sure. And, you know, Jim, I was surprised, not going to lie. I had my doubts that we would come out with the pots and pans. We've obviously done it for the Heat. We've done it for the Marlins, but I wasn't sure if we'd be able to do it for the Panthers because, you know, we hadn't gotten to that point with this team. Right now, taking a live look at Chopper 4, like I pointed out, some of those people who got here nice and early, they've got their tents up. They were very smart. They've got their umbrellas. But everyone else just, you know, come as you are. They showed up and they said, we're here to enjoy this moment. But back to those pots and pans celebrations. I'm surprised I don't see more pots and pans out here. But I thought it was very cool that people showed up on, you know, 87th Avenue and Burke Road and 49th Street in Hialeah to show this team their support. Even though the team, you know, some people in Fort Lauderdale and Broward would say, this is our team. No, Miami wants to celebrate.
Absolutely. They are a big part of the celebration. In fact, the Stanley Cup trophy took a visit to Miami, hit some of the clubs in Miami.
Like everyone.
So as we are looking live from Chopper 4, as Lauren pointed out, you're getting a panoramic view of the stage here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And again, the weather beginning to clear, and let's hope that it stays that way. Still some rain out here, but I think we're moments away from the speeches and the rally getting underway. And the Florida Panthers have really shown that not only do they know how to win, they know how to celebrate and they know how to share the moment with their fans. And it's just a wonderful thing. And the exciting thing, I think, for their fans, Lauren, is that by and large, this is a young team.
Yeah.
So, you know, we might be at a point where we should get used to this. Now, they've got a lot of free agents that they're going to have to figure out how to re-sign, but you got to figure, you just won the Stanley Cup. You're going to want to stay here if you can.
you know, as a lifelong South Florida sports fan who has seen her share of, you know, fire sales after championships.
Yeah.
I hope that is not the case, obviously, for this team. I don't think it is. They seem so bonded, so connected, and you just heard the owner say, these are like my sons, these are like my family. So I hope we're going to see a lot of these guys suit up for the Panthers next year and maybe go for another Stanley Cup appearance. Jim, we were so close last year. We really thought maybe that would be our year, that 2023 would be the year that the Panthers finally won the Stanley Cup. Unfortunately, they fell to Las Vegas, and you think that made them come back, you know, even more pumped up, even stronger and better than ever to want it this year?
No doubt about it. And so the fans are standing by as the players, after being on those buses for a while, want to take a moment and make certain that they're all sorted out and ready to be part of this celebration.
Yeah, they got to freshen up. Like all the people in the ocean who get to freshen up, the players wanted their chance, you know, to take a moment, take a breath, because I'm sure once they hit that stage, it's going to be a lot to take in.
Sure.
They have seen so much, obviously, along the parade route and what they've seen in these last few days, but I don't know if they know what to expect once they hit that stage to have the entire celebration truly unfold. Look at this, Fort Lauderdale Beach from our Chopper 4. You know, not the sunniest of days, not the most picturesque Chamber of Commerce day for us here in South Florida, but we don't care. This is the image that we want people to think of when they think of South Florida, that we know how to party, we know how to have a good time, rain or shine, and we know how to celebrate championship teams.
Yeah, this shows the real spirit of South Florida, and I think the Panthers have really begun to embrace what that spirit is all about. And again, in South Florida, the fans are pumped up. They don't need a big excuse to party, Lauren. No. Down here, you know that. But the Panthers are certainly giving them a big reason. And you can tell that they now have embraced the lifestyle and the culture of what South Florida is all about.
Yeah. And if you're looking at these live pictures, I'm sure everyone is seeing all the cell phones out. There you go. Matthew Tkachuk, after taking a nice little break. Sam Bennett first, rather. But we do know Matthew Tkachuk. There he is, also there in the red shirt. This little trio has been together pretty much the whole time. They were on the bus together. They jumped in the ocean together. I think they went to Elbow Room together. And now they made another stop. They're really just going everywhere. Someone else trying to get on the bus being like, hey, I'm with them. I'm with the team. No, sir. Not with the team. But, hey, he got pretty close. And that's more than a lot of people could say about this experience.
Yeah, the players making a little pit stop here, but then they'll make their way down here where the rally will get underway shortly. And this will really, I think, culminate what has been a marvelous week of celebration. And the question we've been asking all week is, where in the world is the Stanley Cup today? Because it's really made the rounds around South Florida. The players have made themselves so readily available. They've not gone into a cocoon. As we see Vinnie Viola, the Panthers owner, feeling the music, feeling the vibe. And he's ready to get this party started, too.
Yeah, he's been pumping up the crowd. We saw those players just get on the bus, so they're not here, so I don't think we're starting just yet. He continues to really pump everybody up. Not that the fans really need it, because they are enjoying every moment. Oh, wow. I love this. This reminds me of baseball walk-up songs sometimes, this particular song. It really gets me. There we go. Banging the drum with those Let's Go Panthers chants. So very special to hear this and to see this moment. Let's listen to it.
Soldier boy, hey, I got this new damn for y'all called Soldier boy.
Well, that answers my question, Jim. Looks like everyone's going to get a chance to bang the drum because it is so special to this team, and I'm sure they really wanted to have that moment. They've witnessed it all season long with other special members of the community banging the drum, and now they wanted their chance, and it truly is great to see.
And now you can really see just how thick this is. Let's go live now to Steve Goldstein. He's on the stage, and Steve, set the scene for us there. The players and their family members are taking the stage, and they look out and see this huge crowd of people there to celebrate this moment with them.
All right, maybe that was a bit of an ambitious request because I doubt that Goldie can hear anything on the stage right now, but we know that he is there. He's been listening in to us, and of course we are anxious to see him take the stage as the master of ceremonies for this big celebration with this team. And if you're watching and you see some of our live pictures that are a little bit hard to see, it's because there's so many people on their cell phones here that the cell service is a little spotty. Goldie, once again, is on his cell phone. Hopefully he can hear us now. Goldie.
Well,
we see Goldie, so I don't know if he can actually hear us, though. We see him there on the right side of your screen.
Yeah, there's a lot going on up there right now, and so it probably is difficult for him to hear us, but we can certainly see the picture and savor the moment.
All right, we continue to wait for the official rally celebration to begin here at the end of the parade route along A1A in Fort Lauderdale. Jim Barry, Lauren Pastrana here at Bows Beach. We have been on the air now for over 2 hours, well over 2 hours at this point, waiting for this celebration to begin. We're excited for it, so you know the fans are excited for it. They've been waiting for this. We've been saying all morning, maybe all week. No, they've been waiting for this moment since this franchise started 31 years ago.
The Florida Panther fans are out in force here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And let's go now and try once more. Third time's going to be the charm, I think, to bring in Steve Goldstein. Steve.
While we were on the stage, this is incredible. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a celebration like this. Players, staff, everybody just so thrilled at this Stanley Cup. Everybody getting a picture of it. That's what I love about it. We got people that work in game presentation, the Panthers sales department, all getting a chance to hoist the Stanley Cup. I mean, whoa, okay, we almost got it dropped. That's okay. It's just an unbelievable scene. And 30 years waiting for a hockey championship in South Florida. I wasn't sure we would ever get here, but this crowd on the beach and the scene of this whole week has been absolutely amazing.
All right, Goldie, thanks so much for giving us your view of what you're seeing on the stage. We can actually see Goldie. I don't think he can hear us. He definitely can't see us because he has a front row seat to the cup right now. And Jim, you could hear Goldie. He said, whoa, we almost had a fall because someone was lifting the cup up. And again, it is heavy, and everyone wants their chance with it. But I've been nervous. I get a little nervous, Nelly, and I think, oh no, it's going to fall. So I thought there'd be more security. We're starting to hear some announcements here. So it sounds like we are about to get started. We got a special message from Sam Reinhart coming on the video boards. I'm not sure if we're going to be taking all of those on air, but that seems like a signal that we're about to get started here very, very soon.
Just want to touch base about the parade tomorrow. I won't be able to make it. Pretty sad about it, but my best friend is getting married, and there's just no way I can miss it. So I have to be there for him. I will certainly be there in spirit and hope to see you all soon.
All right, producers, correct me if I'm wrong, because it's a little hard to hear on our end, but it sounded like that was a video from Sam Reinhart saying that he couldn't be here because a friend of his is getting married, and he absolutely couldn't miss it. But hey, that's a true friend right there. Yeah. So, wow, congratulations to Sam Reinhart's friend and their family at this joyous occasion. I'd say it's a joyous occasion for a lot of people today.
He's got a lot to celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're right, Lauren. He's not here. He's at his friend's wedding. But certainly he got in his share of celebrating during the week. So he didn't miss out on a thing. And his teammates are more than picking up the slack for what he didn't have a chance to experience today. But again, if you're just joining us, you're looking live at Fort Lauderdale Beach. The double-decker buses just about coming to a stop here. Little by little, the players have been making their way to the stage.
This shot that you're actually seeing on your screen is actually directly behind us here. And there we go. Once again, Matthew Tkachuk. No wonder it's taken so long, Jim. He refuses to ride the bus. He just wants to walk the whole way, which we just absolutely love to see. He is truly enjoying every single moment of this championship parade. And rally. He looks like he's hugging the firefighters, maybe the officers, the police. Fort Lauderdale police doing an absolutely amazing job keeping everyone safe out here because, you know, it seemed like the barricades were merely a suggestion.
You're right.
And some people maybe didn't take that too seriously, but it was no problem for this team and these fans. They're respectful of each other, and they really just wanted to celebrate together, united as a team.
And it's interesting that Matthew Tkachuk, look at that.
Looks like Trish Christakis is trying to chase him down.
Yeah.
But he does not want to stop.
And we're going to see if Trish can get a word with him in a moment. But
he's elusive. Matthew Tkachuk, 1 minute here, gone the next. You never know where he's going to turn up.
Just like he is on the ice.
Exactly. But Trish has really been working so hard to try and talk to all these players, and she's been successful with so many of them and capturing the moment and the essence of this day. When she spoke to Evan Rodriguez, he said that this is a dream come true as he had his kids right next to him. Another player described it as, you know, no words. I don't even know how to describe this. This is just so wild. So truly incredible to hear from these players as they approach the stage ready to take in this moment as a team together. And Tkachuk giving beer to the fans like he's been doing all week long. Not from the Stanley Cup, though. From an actual can, it appears. That fan didn't seem to mind, I'm sure. He is just loving every single minute of this, Jim.
Matthew Tkachuk might be holding up the show here, but you know what? So. I don't think the fans mind, and he certainly doesn't mind one bit, because he wants to make sure that everybody feels a part of this special day, and it is special, certainly. Of all of the championship celebrations we've seen in South Florida, this is really the first one, Lauren, that has been centered in Broward County. And so the Florida Panthers, who of course made Sunrise their home years ago, now they're celebrating here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And of course they have embraced all of South Florida, but make no mistake about it, Broward County is proud to claim the Florida Panthers as the team that calls it home.
Absolutely special moment for the city of Fort Lauderdale. They've done a great job making this happen despite the rain and the weather conditions. They said, we're going to keep going. Matthew Tkachuk says he's going to keep going. He's not ready to go to the stage yet. He just wants to take in every single moment. At least here in the bar, we're once again hearing the song, We Are the Champions. I'm not sure if all the fans are hearing it or all the viewers are hearing it at home. But such a special moment for these teams as they wave the Panther flag high. And I can't wait to see what
they're
these
serenading us.
They are. It's hard to concentrate when they're singing right in our faces. Guys, not sure if you could hear that. I tried to turn my microphone over to the fans so you could hear them singing just how pumped up they are. We are here at Bows Beach, and we're on the upper level. The fans up here have been pumped up since 8 o'clock this morning, and they really got a great spot to soak in this parade directly across the street from the stage. You could hear it, you could see it. They really are enjoying this moment right now.
They've got a great vantage point here, too. I mean, that's the beauty of what this parade has been about, because there's so many buildings and restaurants and vantage points where you can see the parade and the Panthers go right by you. So even if you're not actually haven't been down on the ground, you still feel like you're so up close to everything that's going on. And so now everybody is camped out here at the stage, and I think we're moments away from the festivities to begin. So we're going to step away and take a quick break here live from the Parade of Champions. And when we come back, I think we're going to be hearing from the Florida Panthers, the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. We'll be right back.
Panthers Parade of Champions on CBS Miami is sponsored by Florida Freedom Days, playing at Amarant Bank Arena. Visit PBR.com.
What's the score of the game?
The new Hyundai Elantra with America's best warranty. There's joy in every journey. Lease the Elantra for $179 a month, or get 3.49% APR for 60 months, or $500 bonus cash. See your South Florida Hyundai dealer.
current eligible Cadillac lessees.
Get this low mileage lease on this 2024 Cadillac XT4 for around $399 per month. Visit your South Florida Cadillac dealer today.
A Healthier Tomorrow is sponsored by HCA Florida Healthcare.
Distance running is among the fastest growing sports, with record registration to marathons and races worldwide. Whether it is a half or full marathon, 5K, or just a recreational jog, there are a number of common injuries that could keep you sidelined, some of which include plantar fasciitis, stress fractures, ankle sprains, tendonitis, and Achilles ruptures. Preventing running injuries start with you and how well you take care of yourself before your exercise begins. Warm up and stretch before and after your run, wear proper fitting shoes, and stay hydrated. If you or a family member experience an injury that doesn't get better with rest, it's time to see a doctor.
HCA Florida Healthcare is committed to helping you live a healthier tomorrow. To learn more and to schedule an appointment, visit hcafloridahealthcare.com.
Welcome back to the 2024 Florida Panthers Parade of Champions, celebrating their Stanley Cup victory. I'm Lauren Pastrana with Jim Barry here at Bows Beach in Fort Lauderdale Beach. And Jim, look at that sea of humanity there along Fort Lauderdale Beach, and check out all these players just ready to celebrate this moment. Just a short time ago, we finally spotted Matthew Tkachuk actually on the stage. We've spotted him everywhere else along this parade route, even in some of the restaurants and bars along the route. But just incredible to actually see him on the stage. Looks like they are getting started right now.
Absolutely. And you're looking live now at the players on the stage here, moments away from this.
I think that was Tkachuk again addressing the crowd.
I think so again. And again, to give you a sense of what it's been like here today, been a soggy day here on Fort Lauderdale Beach, but the players have still been here up close and personal, and there we are once again literally drinking from the cup. And their Stanley Cup joy is once again running over.
This team has waited all season for this, many years for this, their whole lives for this. Let's listen in to this celebration right now.
Celebration presented by Visit Lauderdale. In just moments, we'll be welcoming coaches, players, and staff to the stage. But now, let's look back at the journey of this remarkable playoff run.
Yeah, it's a rivalry. There's no doubt about it. You know, they've had the blueprint. They've won. They've had success. There's going to be no easy ice out there, and it's going to be a tough battle. And the excitement's definitely there in every playoff series, especially so with Tampa.
Welcome to the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game one of this first round best-of-7 series. Now it's Forsling to Ekblad, the line, long drive, rebound. They scored. It's Barkov picking up the rebound, and the Panthers take a 2-0 lead.
Speeding in against Montour. Montour got a piece of the shot and sent it front and feet into Bobrovsky. Incredible!
That was unbelievable. Obviously, we know that he can make those saves, but that was something else.
That's the game. That's the series. The Panthers win this edition of the Sunshine State Showdown and punch a ticket to the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
It's playoffs. They each have their team, right? They got their brothers in the room. It gets a little spicy out there, and they want to go.
Here we go at center ice. They lock horns, and Matthew Tkachuk dropped him to the ice.
Montour throws it towards the net. Was it Lawrence in front that tipped that wrister?
Easter stop by Swayman. Forsling, he scores! Gus Forsling with 1:33 left.
3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. The final horn sounds, and the Florida Panthers are heading to the Eastern Conference Final for the second straight season.
You know, there's that nervous energy going into it. Kind of excited to see how you're going to match up. So I think early on you can kind of get that sense. You know, we're excited about that challenge early on, and our focus on one game right now.
It's dropped back, and a great kick save, rebound stop. Couple of chances for Windburn. Reinhardt back out to Verhaeghe across Montour. Tkachuk right side, half court, down the line. Montour down low, Barkov in front. Reinhardt a shot, and he scores! The overtime winner here in Game 4 in this series is tied. Sam Reinhardt from right out in front, and the power play.
4 big bites out of the apple, and it is finished. The Florida Panthers punch their ticket back to the Stanley Cup final and beat the New York Rangers.
Welcome to the 2024 Stanley Cup Final.
Around the end boards, Evan Rodriguez here in the near circle. Look to play it on net, couldn't get it through. Another try, shot, he scores! Evan Rodriguez let it rip, and he beats Skinner short side. The Panthers have their first lead of the night. It's 2-1. Barkov to Rodriguez. Barkov in front, a long shot, and he scores! Barkov makes it 4-1 Panthers with 4:29 to go in the second. The captain streaks it alone, and the Panthers lead by a trio. This series is even at 3 games apiece. There's going to be a game 7. The Oilers force this thing back to South Florida.
Very exciting, kind of leave it all out there. Desperation on both sides, you know, and it's been a very even series, I feel like, so it all comes down to this.
I was one of those kids for sure, played by himself. This is Game 7, Stanley Cup playoffs, and now it's becoming a truth, and tomorrow for sure exciting, the most exciting time to be a hockey player.
Reinhardt to the right circle. A shot, and he scores! Sam Reinhardt gives the Panthers a 2-1 lead here in Game 7. 4:49 to play here in the middle frame. And Sam Reinhardt out of the right circle gives the Panthers the lead. He'll try and hold this. 10 seconds left. 2-1 Panthers. A dream 30 years in the making is a reality. The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Stanley is coming home! You always want the place in South Florida! Oh my God!
The Panthers have won the Stanley Cup for the first time in franchise history. Start the celebration, South Florida. The Panthers have done it.
Stanley Cup champions!
Please welcome your Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers. And now, please welcome Florida Panthers play-by-play broadcaster, Steve Goldstein.
We got the cup. We got the cup. We got the cup. We got the cup. Welcome everybody. Let's celebrate the 2024 Stanley Cup champions. That 2-1 victory in Game 7 Monday night at Amerant Bank Arena. One of the great moments in South Florida sports history. This championship run has been building for years. These guys, the heart, the desire, the brotherhood, all coming together in this year's playoffs. It's a little nasty out, But we ain't afraid of the lightning, are we? And we beat the Bruins again, didn't we? New York? I don't think so. But it was in that Stanley Cup final against the Edmonton Oilers that have the brightest memories. From Bobby in Game 1 to Barkey in Game 3. And then you know what? You got us just a little bit nervous, fellas. You know that. Just a little bit. A little bit. But they were never nervous. To typical Panther hockey led by Paul Maurice in Game 7. And the Panthers are champions for the first time ever. Now, I know you want to hear from them. We're going to get to our speakers. But first, I got to take a little Florida-style roll call. How many of you from the Keys? Key West Marathon. Oh, there we go. How about Palm Beach County? West Palm. Boca. Donde está Hialeah in the house? Miami Beach. Aventura. Miami-Dade County. How about right here in the 954? Fort Lauderdale. Plantation. Davie. Cooper City. Weston. All right, seriously now for a moment, success starts at the top. And at the top of the Florida Panthers, a man who does not waver. Always believed the Stanley Cup would be right here on this beach with people in the ocean during a celebration. And how about let me hear from everybody in the back, way back there. Because this man is as happy for you as he is for anybody else on this stage. He's all South Florida now. Through Brooklyn, New York, and West Point, the United States Military Academy. Vinnie Viola, come on up here.
There we go. Come on, man. Let me feel it. Let me feel this. Let's go. All right, South Florida, listen to me. How crazy do you want to get? How crazy do you want to get? These young men brought this trophy for you, the best fans in all of hockey. On behalf of my family, on behalf of these players, on behalf of the entire organization, nobody understands the passion that you, the South Florida hockey fan, has for this team. Give it up for yourself. Come on, man. Come on. You know how much we love you, and we feel how much you guys love us. On that note, we drop the mic. The cup is home. Let's get it back again.
Vinny, thank you for your leadership. Now, speaking of leadership, how many of you seen Matt Caldwell walking around the concourse during games? I mean, if there were 34 hours in a day, he wouldn't have enough time to get it done. He grinds every day, help this franchise to the top of the hockey world. Let's welcome Panthers President and CEO, Matt Caldwell.
Listen, I'll be quick. I want to get to the players and the staff. I just want to thank all of you. It was unbelievable to see our players win. Be with you at the Elbow Room. Be with you at Pompano Beach, to Sunrise, to Miami, all over South Florida. Many teams win championships. They go to Vegas or they go somewhere else. Our people stayed right here, locally with all of you. Right here with you. I'm going to do something real quick. I want to introduce a dear friend, great partner of ours. Broward County owns our arena in Sunrise. We couldn't have done this without them. So I'm going to bring up Monica Sapiro to say a few quick words.
Thank you, Matt. How about this, Broward County? Woo! Woo! So we're going to make this quick. We had a speech. We want to party. And we want to thank the Panthers, Viola family, and all the players for an amazing run. Congratulations. And guess what? The Broward County Board of County Commissioners has deemed that today, June 30th, 2024, is Florida Panthers Day.
Thank you very much.
All right, next up, the architect. I don't know how he does it, but he does it with class. He does it with precision. Where's Frankie? Where's little Billy? Billy. Bill Zito, ladies and gentlemen, Panthers general manager. But first I want to see the brains behind the operation. Where's Frankie? Where's the brains behind? The Zito family, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's go!
The brains behind the operation. You want to know how Rhino and Monty and everybody got here? They had a little something to do with it. All right, Bill Zito. Zito, Zito, Zito.
Thank you, thank you. This is awesome. Look around, this is awesome. I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to the fishing boats. We'll be there shortly. Get all the kids. So, when people ask us about this group, what makes them special, I always use the word team, which really is just family. And I can tell you, to a person, every guy back here considers you guys family. The way you stayed out in the rain, you supported us. Get the kids out here for one round of applause. The boys. Come on, get the kids out here. Go ahead, guys. Thank you again. God bless all you. Thank you.
Bill Zito, ladies and gentlemen. It's not about him, it's about everybody else. Way to go, guys. You know, a lot of people thought he was finished. He kind of thought he was finished coaching. Then he watched the Panthers play a little bit. And he got a phone call. And from the bench in Toronto last March, Paul Maurice has waited forever.
Panthers Stanley Cup winning head coach Paul Maurice to take your
That's not getting old.
I bet not.
I want to, in my wildest dreams, I've never would have thought I could see this. Seriously. Right now. I want to thank all of the police officers and the fire department, especially the fire department that had to fix my daughter and her friend. Took a beer can off the head, God bless them. I want to thank all of you for these men here for welcoming our families to Florida. For our wives, our children to come to Florida. My two cats, this is Poppy. Wait, this is Penny. Those are my two cats. My daughter made the shirt. I promised her we win the Stanley Cup, I'm wearing that shirt. I got one more word for you. And actually, this isn't for you.
One more time, Mo. Once more. Now you got to do it again, Paul. Hockey lifer. And as one of his favorite terms, what you're all doing out there in this weather today, we're all grinding, so keep on grinding. Grind it, it's a grinder. But the combination of Bill Zito and Paul Maurice, you couldn't have two better people handling this franchise. They set the tone that permeates throughout this team. A terrific bunch of class individuals, although that may be a little question today, but they are. And the way they treat everybody they encounter, as you guys all know, is special. Back-to-back Eastern Conference champions, now Stanley Cup champions. Bill, Paul, on behalf of everybody, thank you. Thank you. Now, I could go on all day until July 4th about the next guy, but we don't have time. He's a Hall of Famer as a player, a Hall of Famer as a person, the only Panther player to have his number retired. And I'm not sure Game 7 happens without that drum before the game. He said he had a lot of pent-up energy, so he had to pound it out. Panther for life. And one of all of us in South Florida, Roberto Luongo. World-class on and off the ice. Roberto Luongo.
guys have waited 30. Enjoy it. This is beautiful. Hey, these guys, what a group. So dedicated to each other. What a performance. We're proud. We thank you guys. 30 years we've waited. It's a beautiful. Thank you so much. Enjoy.
Gave me the finish flag, Anton Lundell and the fellas. The sweet, all right, hang on, Vladdy Daddy. Bring it up, Vlad. We got the Finns, we got the Russians, we got the champions. Now this next speaker got here 10 years ago when the Panthers selected him #1 overall. Aaron Ekblad is a damn warrior on the ice. One of these two. Thank you, Bill. You know, free agency, we got to make sure everybody's welcome, so we got to get them all in there. He had one sole goal in mind, his defense during the Stanley Cup playoffs. The biggest stars on Tampa, 5-on-5 goals, 0. David Pasternak. Mika Zibanejad. Leon Draisaitl. Aaron Ekblad is a champion. He got to this beach as a teenager. Here he is, as a man and a cup champ with his traffic cone. Chance in front, Aaron Ekblad score!
Kept going. Hey, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you. Let's go, Cats. Woo! Let's go. Woo! Let's go, Cats. Hey, I don't have much, but thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much. Let's hear it from my D partner, Gus Forsling. Woo!
Eki, you got to get your cone. Classic. Classic. You know, there was a time, believe it or not, where the Panthers weren't the tough, in-your-face, shocked. But those elements took a turn for the better when Bill Zito brought in Matthew Tkachuk 2 years ago. He never, ever backs down. And he's the only guy ever to bring Stanley into the Atlantic Ocean. The party keeps on going. Matthew Tkachuk.
Here's Tkachuk, and he scores!
All right, we are looking live at the Panthers rally celebration here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And in case you're watching this at home, and
for getting me here. You guys have been so amazing. Best time of my entire life. Thank you guys for the memories. the Fort Lauderdale Police and Fire Department. This has been the greatest day ever. The best thing about this all, Barkov.
All right, we just want to let you know who are watching at home that as you hear the audio drop out, that's because there's some colorful language being used, as there likely would be at a celebratory parade. So that's why you're hearing some issues with the audio. Let's take you back to the show.
South Florida, what's up? Man, when I was drafted here 10 years ago, 2013, I would have never believed that this day will come. And here I am with my teammates, with the team, Viola's management, everyone. We're here in front of you all together in a rainy day during hurricane season. We're here on the beach celebrating us winning the cup. There's just not enough words for me to say how thankful I am for every single person here. I think this goes all the way to the Boca where I live, so probably 1 million people. So thank you every single person here, and I want to hear one more time for this amazing team right here behind me. And, sorry, one more thing. I always wanted to do this. I know I might have never won anything, but I always wanted to do this. So can you repeat what I say? Bobby. 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 Bobby.
(2019) July 1, I just signed the deal with the Florida Panthers. In my first interview, they asked me why I came to Florida. My answer was because I want to win the cup and I'm gonna do it here. And now here we are, five years later, celebrating the biggest victory of this franchise with you guys. I want to thank Viola family for bringing me here. I want to thank my teammates. This group is unbelievable. We did it all. I want to thank the coaching staff and management to build this team up. And I want to thank you guys. You guys are incredible. And thank you guys for incredible support.
Sergei Bobrovsky, ladies and gentlemen. The Viola family, Travis. Come on, everybody up. You guys are amazing. We want to thank the 2024 Stanley Cup champion, Florida Panthers, and a heartfelt thank you. Let's welcome the champs.
I just want to see how loud we can get. You ready? Oh, oh, oh,
Let's get every 2024 Florida Panther up to the front now. Let's go, fellas.
Fans in hockey here on Fort Lauderdale Beach.
It sure has been a special moment for this team and these fans. Goldie kicked things off. You know, all season long we say, we want the cup. Well, he said, we got the cup. That is certainly what they did, and it feels like everyone has gotten a chance to touch the cup at this point, and that's what has made this celebration this past week so special, so magical for this team, for this fan base, and for people who love hockey. It's just fun to watch as a season unfolds and how it all comes to a culmination. The pinnacle winning a Stanley Cup championship at the very end of it all. very cool experience here for South Florida.
And listening to the players talk, you can really understand how they pour their heart and soul into this sport. Sergei Bobrovsky, the goalie, who heard fans chanting his name, said that when he came here 5 years ago, people wondered, why did you choose Florida? And he said, because they want to win the Cup. And he said 5 years later, here we are.
It really paid off. It was a good choice by him, for sure, no doubt. He could see the future. He knew the potential that this team and this organization had, and that is thanks in no small part, obviously, to Zito and him sort of masterminding and building this organization. And of course, Paul Maurice, I told you earlier the story that I read that he celebrated his first NHL win as a coach at Burger King in the drive-thru getting a Whopper. That was his big celebration. I'd say that this celebration is much, much better than that. Both sweet, no doubt, both very special in his mind, but seeing him up there on the stage, rocking a t-shirt with a kitty cat on it. Not a panther, but a kitty cat. That was just so sweet to see.
And one thing you can say about these players, they ain't bashful.
No.
These guys are all extroverts, and that's what makes it great for the fans, because they are so eager to share the moment with them. And we've seen that in the fans who came out in the rain and endured some pretty tough conditions early on during the day, certainly got more than their money's worth, the chance to enjoy this moment up close and personal with their hockey heroes.
It truly has been an incredible experience for these fans. I hope everyone can hear once again that we're listening to We Are the Champions, I think for the third or fourth time today. And we don't mind hearing it again and again and again, because these guys are it, and that is why it is so incredible. I say play that song all day, all week, until next year, until the new season starts, because these Florida Panthers are truly the champions.
Absolutely. And we have to give a shout out to all of the members of our CBS News Miami crew who have been out here dealing with the elements, most notably Trish Christakis. Let's go back to Trish live. Hey, Trish.
Moved this way as the players and everyone is slowly getting off stage. We have fans around me. We have a lot of police around me. As you can see right here, fans are just now funneling out as they're making way for the players and everyone within the team to kind of start making their way out. It's going to be heavily congested here, but the fans behind me are still here. They're still at the beach. I think it's called Bo's Beach. Yeah, they're still at Bo's Beach celebrating, waiting for the players to come out. I can't hear you guys. Sorry, it's getting really loud over here, but got it. Well, we are still waiting for now for the players to get off, as you can hear in the background. Everyone is singing We Are the Champions. We got some fans over here doing the Ryan Lomberg, is what I'm going to call it today, with their shirts off and pumping their chest. The sights here are unreal, you guys. It's unlike anything I've seen. Everyone is drenched. No one is dry at all in this area, but as you can see, it has not stopped. The crowd, everyone singing We Are the Champions, because they are the champions, as you have heard multiple times. What an incredible day. What an incredible moment. I have seen so many cheerful, happy faces, including my own. This has been a great day for me too. I mean, this has just been so much fun to be around all these fans who have really just like told me stories about how they've been with the team since '93, since '95. One fan actually told me that he moved closer to the arena so he can have a quicker drive to go to games. And now as a 55-year-old, he got to shake hands with Matthew Tkachuk, give a high five to Evan Rodriguez, and he got to touch the cup. It was just incredible moments. But for now, I'm going to toss it back to you guys, back on the stage where it's probably a little bit drier.
All right, Trish, and I think that's the cool part. I don't know anyone at this point along Fort Lauderdale Beach that hasn't high-fived Matthew Tkachuk, because he truly has been with all the people this whole time, really made it a special experience. You know, sometimes we've been to different parades and you don't really get the best seat in the house, and you're not up by the stage and you're not right on the barricade, so you think, oh man, I'm not really going to see anything. It didn't matter where you were for this parade, you got a little something, because those players got off those double-decker buses and went into the crowd, went into the ocean again. Looks like they really are fans of swimming and in the beach, and and they really made it a memorable experience, not just for themselves, because I'm sure they will cherish it forever, but for everyone who took the time to be out here today.
And that shows a great awareness on their part. Really, they didn't just show up and wave from the top of the double-decker bus. They really shared the moment, and that's what has made this party so unique as the South Florida fans come out in force. And now we see, little by little, the players are departing right behind us here. And but it's like the party, Lauren, doesn't want to end. The fans don't want to go anywhere, and I don't get a sense that the players are in a big hurry to leave either.
The players don't look ready to leave either, because now the bus that's going behind us is completely empty. I saw all the police on their motorcycles lining up, and I thought, oh, maybe they're getting ready to go. But all the players are still on the stage, living it up. They're not ready to go. Buses or no buses, who knows? Maybe they'll walk back up the parade route to get out of here. I'm sure the fans would love that. And at this point, I'm sure these players have so much adrenaline coursing through them that they'd love to make another victory lap, this time up A1A, back to where it all started.
I don't know if these guys ever plan to run for a political office, but they're getting plenty of practice today to do what a politician ought to do and get out and shake hands with the people. So this has really been a marvelous moment, and it really makes you proud to be a part of this, to witness another great chapter in South Florida sports history. It's been 11 years, Lauren, since we've had a chance to celebrate like this. 11 years since the Miami Heat won their final championship, so the Florida Panthers are giving a lot of fans who've never experienced a championship what it feels like.
And the thing is, we've come close since that last championship all those years ago. We've had a couple of Eastern Conference championships. We had the Panthers last year. The Heat have done it a few times. Sadly, they haven't been able to seal the deal and bring that other championship on the basketball side. So this is extra sweet because it's been a while since we've been able to experience it. And it's really special. You hear the music is starting to crank up once again, getting even harder to hear you, because even though the party on stage might be wrapping up, the party, I think, here on Fort Lauderdale Beach is not ending anytime soon.
Absolutely. And so we thank you so much for sharing this moment with us. The Florida Panthers, your Stanley Cup champs, having a ball here on Fort Lauderdale Beach. Thank you so much for staying with us through the rain and all of the elements. But we appreciate this team, and they appreciate you back. For Lauren Pastrana, I'm Jim Barry. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Have a great day.
I don't even care if it's rain. I love the Panthers.
I got no umbrella. I got no poncho. No problem.
How many Panther fans can fit under this umbrella?
We're trying to get them all.
All right, let me squeeze in here.
Wow, that's horrible.
It's for the fans, it's for the city, it's for the organization.
I'm not as fast as a runner as them, you guys, but I'm trying. Sergei Bobrovsky with the cup.
I can't put two words together right now.
He got the cup.
Every guy back here considers you guys family.
In my wildest dreams, I never would have thought I could see this.
Thank you guys for the memories.